I was just dancing.
You don't know what I know.
That is true.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the BGB's podcast. This is episode 93. I'm one of your hosts, John Warren. With me are my two forever co-hosts, Niki Grayson.
Hello.
And Lotus.
Hi.
This is an op. This podcast is an op to make me want to go get Whataburger every single week. Because I see Lotus drinking from a fucking Whataburger cup.
That's
every
the thing,
week.
Could you even see the cup, or was it just the straw?
It was the straw. I just saw the straw and I was like, there you go. And I'm getting closer. It's been 6 months. I haven't been since Niki visited. That's longer ago than 6 months.
Longer than
Christ,
6 months.
Christ alive.
It's closer to a year at this point, which is great. We're halfway through March, folks.
How have you survived?
How have
John,
we survived?
Why do you look so crunchy? You didn't even try to fix it.
Do I look crunchy?
You look irradiated.
Not crunchy, but you look like you pressed sharpen on your camera.
Yeah, did you fuck with the settings?
Are you on the sharper image?
No, I didn't do anything. I had some surgery this week to make myself look like a little sharper.
Was it just like a microwave that you stepped into?
They're not allowed to say what it was exactly, but
I went to Seoul, South Korea, and put John in the microwave, and he came out sharper. Groundbreaking plastic surgery.
Well, hey guys, what's up? This is my video log. I'm going to Korea to be put in a microwave.
Instagram really has no idea who I am, which I learn every single day, which is great. Like it really sends me so much.
It's not good.
Shit.
It's not good when they know you.
Yes, no, it's actually because I get to see every single side. Because the other day I got fed a girl who was like, "Come to Korea with me," and I was like, "For what?" Yeah. And she was like, "To get my tits bigger." Okay. And I said, "Sure." Okay. And then I it was just like, it's just weeks and weeks of her process, weeks and weeks. It's like 2 weeks. It's like a very quick process of her being like, I'm going to Korea to get a breast enlargement.
The year of breast augmentation. They do it one little silicone bead at a time. They just stick one in there, and then the next day she comes in and they do another one.
They do one more. But then she was like, they have so many options. And I hadn't looked at an implant in a really long time.
Yeah.
Because in my brain, they were like weird, immalleable sacs, which is when I was looking, when I was trying to research plastic surgery, because every other television program on TV was plastic surgery. Do you ever think about how Extreme Makeover Home Edition is a spin-off
of Extreme Makeover? Plastic surgery show?
Television program? That's crazy.
It's pretty weird.
Anyway, implants look different now. And especially in Korea. Was that worth it?
What do they look like? Because
It's been a rough one.
It's a good way to ask. Was that a good story? Is it worth it? The time we just spent? I think it was fine. What do they look like now? Describe it, because I'm not going to look it up.
I'll look it up.
They look like, I mean, they're just softer now. They look like they move. They
look like big Orbeez.
They look like Orbeez or big gums.
But flat.
Yeah. Okay. And then they're like contoured, and they move and squish like human boob.
Human boob. Okay.
It looks like a clear Dragon Quest slime without the
without the little guy.
It's really just a blob.
It's just it looks like a gump.
Okay. Looks like a gump. Okay. Like a gump. Like a gump. Like a gump.
Hey.
Hey, if you like the first 4 minutes of this podcast, you can support us over at VGBs.com.
But not only if you like the first 4 minutes. There's other reasons that you could subscribe to VGBs.com.
I promise.
Lotus openly admitting that the first 4 minutes of this podcast have been bad.
I just don't know if it's how I'd sell it.
No, that's fair. If you hated the last 4 minutes, it gets better. If you go to VGBs.com/join, you can join the Hive. And when you join the Hive, you get cool benefits like bonus content, special parts of our Discord where you get to ask us questions, and the satisfaction of supporting your independent games media. Let's get to it, huh? We don't need to dilly-dally. We've run through the fucking ringer the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
We can just kind of take it easy with this one, I think.
Okay.
And listen, what better way to test things than to do it dynamically,
and
like
secretly.
With pricing, and secretly in Japan, because Sony has been testing dynamic pricing in all major regions except Japan, which is great. Experiment has been running since November. Did not include the US until very recently. And what happens is that users will see different prices or discounts for the same game. Base price is lowered as much as 27.8%. Discounts deepen as much as an additional 31%. Experimental prices are exclusively lower so far. As many as 189 games in the US, including Sony first-party titles included in the regional test sets. More than 190 games if you're counting all regions all together. This is really, well, it's really wild. It's also really, I think, bad.
It's really, but how could it be bad? The prices are lower.
They're lower.
Yeah, I mean, as friend
Except
of the show,
they're not, but they're lower.
As
they're all lower.
Yeah, as friend of the show, oh my God, why can't I remember his name? Harris Foster.
Good friends. Yeah.
I can remember Harris, but I couldn't remember Foster. Sorry.
Yeah,
Good friend of the show, Harris Foster, said, "Hey, guess what? It being lower for just some people randomly means it is higher for
everyone
other
else.
people,
Yes.
for everyone else. Like it is just you. It is a price increase in practice. It is. I understand not one by technicality, but it is in practice, and it's a very weird thing that they're doing."
Yeah, can you imagine if some people just didn't get like the Steam winter sale? They just don't have it.
Right. They just don't get
it.
They just don't. They don't have it. PS prices said, quote, "Our system detected unusual offer structures containing experiment identifiers with some strings I won't read, and PlayStation API responses. These experimental prices are shown only to certain user segments selected by Sony." So a lot of how this is working is still totally obfuscated.
And it will be, I assume, forever.
Yeah.
As much as they can. Yeah, this was just discovered by one of many, deal aggregate sites. This one just happens to focus on PlayStation. So thanks PS Prices for your diligent reporting.
Thanks for your hard work.
Sorry you had to do this. Normally, I think you just care about prices, but thank you.
Yeah. It's like a deal site that's like, what if Woot in fucking 2008 was like, I don't know, man. They're selling these discount TVs we found on the back of the truck at different prices for some of y'all. Like, it's just like, it's really, it is a strange thing to run one of these websites. I'm sure it'd be like, well, I got to break some news now.
Yeah, literally.
Crazy. I don't know. We actually, I think we talked about this like relatively recently about grocery store prices and LEDs. Was that on this show? I feel like it was. And like more and more places are experimenting with this. It feels bad. It should be regulated out of practice. But it won't be.
It won't be.
So
that's it. Yep, that's it. That's all. That's it. That's
no
all there
moral.
is.
Not sure what we can do about it.
That's what it is.
The way the cookie crumbles, I guess. If you're one of the millions of people who've played Battlefield 6, shame on you, because you weren't one of the 100 millions playing Battlefield 6.
How dare you have fun?
How dare you?
Critically acclaimed entry in popular franchise.
No.
Very popular.
It
It was like the best. It was one of the best-selling games of last year in 2025.
Not
but
enough.
Yeah, came out in October, but still was one of the best-selling games of the whole last year.
EA is laying off significant parts of the Battlefield teams, including workers at Criterion, DICE, Ripple Effect, and Motive. It's part of a realignment across the Battlefield studios as the team continues its ongoing live support for Battlefield 6 following launch. Thanks so much, Reb Valentine, for this write-up over on IGN. They said, of course, some mealy-mouth bullshit. We've made select changes within our Battlefield organization to better align our teams around what matters most to our community. Battlefield remains one of our biggest priorities, and we're continuing to invest in the franchise, guided by player feedback and insights from Battlefield Labs. It sold 7 million copies in 3 days, by the way.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, is that a lot? Is that good? Do you want that?
It's so much. It is
not even going to go for the bid on that one. That's how much it is.
No, it's astonishing how many copies that is.
Yeah.
For a full-priced live service game in the year of our Lord 2026.
Yeah.
So if it's fucking free and it does dog shit numbers, dead. If it's one of the best-selling games of the year, fucking
and it's
dead.
$70.
And $70.
It's fucking
also dead.
Also dead.
What can you do?
Yes, it's got criticism going on for its ongoing live ops. It's a ton of monetization stuff. There's some generative AI usage.
What are you spending money on in Battlefield?
Skin.
Giving EA a little walking around money. That's what I do it for.
Like, you don't have to. I'm just trying to figure out the person on God's green earth who is like, I gotta get a skin in battle. I gotta spend money on a Battlefield skin.
Right.
Where you can't see the guy.
No, I know. You can't see the guy.
You can't see your guy. It makes sense in Fortnite because you see your guy all the time. Mm-hmm. You can't see your guy.
You can't see your guy. It's really wild. I'm
so sorry. Can I ask a very dark question?
Sure.
How much further down the line were these layoffs kicked because Vince passed away?
Ooh, that is a good question. Oh. But didn't he pass before 6 came out?
No, a little bit. It was before Game Awards. It was right after Game Awards.
It was December.
Because I saw him at Game Awards.
It was like right before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before Christmas. So the game had been out for like a couple months at that point.
Yeah.
If it was near Christmas, I don't think they would have kicked it too much. Yeah. It was got by then.
I mean, this is kind of the time for a lot of these layoffs
for sure.
that typically happen.
It's about to be it's the end of the fiscal year.
So I think this is probably about right, but like, I don't know.
Icky.
They
don't have any money.
We're still in the window that Vince can haunt them, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely.
If it hit, they should have delayed it more. They could have avoided such a thing, but not anymore.
Now because of this, because he died in such a great passion, he will be haunting them for the rest of their days.
The 10-cent deal is going to fall through because an exec is going to go to the bathroom and Vince is going to be there.
Jesus Christ.
Right behind him in the mirror.
They're going to be like, shit.
What a rich fiction that Vince Zampella is now gaming's moaning Myrtle. Good job, Lotus.
You didn't have to bring Harry Potter into it.
I don't know any other bathroom ghosts. I just don't know.
I think he has dominion over everywhere.
From Christmas Carol.
Okay, all right, okay.
He's got dominion everywhere. In this specific scenario, he was just
in
the bathroom.
Got
it. If you're in the office, the bathroom is the scariest place a ghost could appear.
Got it.
That's true.
Hey, but listen, this Battlefield thing, it's the Saudis. It's the Saudis' problem to figure out now. Isn't it?
They don't have any money.
They don't have any money.
They don't have any money. They don't have a Grand Prix.
I can't wait for
what's the point?
I can't wait for the new Battlefield 6 expansion called "How Do We Make Water?" A Battlefield 6 game. Players are dropped into a battle royale scenario to kind of check out a bunch of underground reservoirs to see how we can get some water out of nowhere.
Is all of it salt? It's all salt. All of it is salt.
Everyone will be
drop.
competing over the rain machine. They could just take a guard and change the thing to a thing that makes rain.
That's true. They could do that. I'm so excited to be talking about the Festival of Gaming.
The GDC Festival of Gaming.
Yeah, we had boots on the ground there, didn't we? We had boots on the ground.
How long were the boots? Were the boots allowed to touch the ground?
The boots glanced the ground.
The boots glanced to the ground, looked at the ground. The ground was not even actually open yet before the boots were
There were fences erected around the ground.
Yeah. I walked a combined 11 miles over the course of the 48 hours I was in San Francisco in platform docks, and my feet and knees were unbelievably upset. Because I didn't really, it's the least I've ever packed for a thing. Like I knew I was only there for one night, and I took a backpack and a tote bag, and I felt awesome and sexy and cool. But I would have loved if I brought different shoes.
Now, I don't believe I introduced this term to you, but I did use it a lot when we started working together. What would I call that? What you did?
Stupid. Oh,
no,
an unforced
error. Thank you. Yeah. You definitely.
Yeah, no one made me do that.
You didn't have to just pack platform docks.
Nah. Nobody made me do that.
Yeah, nobody made you do that.
I always pack especially for somewhere like San Francisco, pack my nice shoes and tell myself I'll wear these for a nice occasion, and then I wear Air Force Ones anyways.
That's
fair.
It was my first time, you know.
Yeah, it's your first time at one of these, you know.
It's my first time at one of these. It's my first time in San Francisco, so I wasn't particularly. I didn't really know.
Who did I meet?
Yeah, who did we meet? Was that not you? Oh no, who was that? So they are going to return to San Francisco in 2027, which.
What a great idea!
Sure.
Actually weirdly surprised me. It's not that like
I read it like 5 times.
I know that they're stubborn, but I did feel like the winds of change were blowing a certain direction, and I'm surprised that they've committed to this already.
It makes so little sense that everyone was like, for the past few years, has said, "Oh, I guess they're in like a 10-year contract with the venue, so they can't get rid of it."
Yeah. Right.
And now they're like, we love being in San Francisco, downtown San Francisco.
We love it. We love the Moscone Center so much.
Especially because we use all of the rooms and all of the floor space. So it's really important that we have somewhere that big.
And every single business meeting that happens at GDC happens on campus.
In the Moscone Center. Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. So 33% fewer people. I don't know if that number is out, but it was like 33% fewer people.
That's a massive reduction.
Yeah. There was fucking nobody there. There was nobody there.
And
it doesn't help that the most recent one also sucked. The one before this was not good.
So it was as if, like, I think it felt like the last E3, except the reason that E3 passed away was not because of the novel coronavirus.
Sure.
Like, they did it again afterwards, is what this one felt like. Yeah. The show floor itself was like half the size of last year, and last year was already small.
Was also smaller.
So if you remember E3 2019, that huge blue space that was in the main hall, like it was vaguely like that. And yeah, there was like a lot of chatter about the gardens, which is, I think, like, I feel like I have like 8 different thoughts about it.
Well, I do as someone who's been there, and what, like, we can, like, let's talk about it for a second, because like
it is strange.
It is odd, and it's like I want to give some context for people that may not understand like why it was a big deal. There is a garden in kind of this, like, it's almost like a horseshoe, like in between some stuff where it's a garden separating.
It juts up against a mall, and then the back of the Moscone Center, and then the street.
Yes, and it is called Yerba Buena Gardens, and in the past decade, and maybe beyond that, it has been used as a place for one, just kind of casual gathering, but also as a way where people gather who do not buy entry into GDC, but want to still give like a talk about games or have like a mixer about games or just have a meetup or something without the additional cost of being there. Now, granted, it's still happening in San Francisco, California. So like it is like it is there are still barriers of entry to do that, but like I've understood why this has been a popular kind of side venue that
Yeah.
GDC does not like it does not monetize. It does not like benefit from
It's just a park.
it's just a park. Right. So
And also
so I
so
want to just
important. People with tickets also go because
yeah,
you can sit down.
you can sit. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
more
like
to sit inside of the
right.
Moscone Center unless
Yeah.
you have snuck into a talk
Right.
and then sit there after it's over. There's
Which
nowhere
Lotus
Or
to
you
sit.
go.
as you can understand, I don't pay attention to that shit because I got my own seat. But like, but yeah, you're right.
You're
There is
so
really
privileged,
I'm
John. How
so
dare you rub it in?
Privileged.
So
I'm sure getting
privileged.
around San Francisco is so easy for you in your
Yeah.
chair.
No, and I love it every time. And whenever I go, I talk about how much I love it every single time. But that is the context. Like it's just like a totally like again. I gave you all that context, but it's just a park.
It's just
Like
Yeah.
it's just a park.
Extremely conveniently located park that
Yes.
is nice, and there are benches and some food.
Yes. But
Yeah.
this year it had some fences around it.
So it didn't like okay, so it didn't. It did not.
Okay.
Very critically it did not. And I think
Okay.
this is a situation where nobody on Blue Sky has ever planned an event before. Because there is a legitimate gripe about what they did end up doing to the gardens,
Right.
which is that GDC was like, well, there's money to be made here.
Right.
Because we know people are going to be here. So they programmed it. And I'll talk about that in a second. But no one has ever run an event before. So they saw the metal stanchions go up and they said, they're blocking it off. And it's like, well, no, GDC actually doesn't start until tomorrow.
Right.
So pump the fucking brakes. They did still use the metal stanchions because they were blocking in the people who were working at the food booths that they set up. Now, did they need to set up food booths? Absolutely not. No.
I understand what you're saying, Nikki.
Yeah.
I still think it's fucking weird that they put shit around. It's a park.
No,
It's a park.
for sure. No.
They didn't need to set up an event.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
They did
all right,
not
okay.
block. You could anybody and their mom could still walk into the park.
Yeah.
Should GDC have programmed it at all? No.
No.
But it was also not the like every single conversation I saw about it was like access is restricted. The
They're
access
armed
was
guards.
not restricted.
They're
Like,
shooting.
they're shooting as people actively. No. Like it was smaller. There was less active space, yes, because there were fewer people, and B, they had taken up a bunch of the big spaces. Like Lotus last year, the area that I found you in that we were standing around in, that was just food booths. Nobody was buying food from there
It was
because
very
the food looked
full of nothing.
Yes, the food looked bad and it was expensive, and there was also a fucking food court in the mall that the park adjusts up to right there. They absolutely did not need to do programming, but also it was a bad idea for different reasons than every single person on the computer got really, really upset about before they had finished setting it up. And I think I got there because I was like, oh, everybody's saying that it's shut. It's not. It wasn't. Like, it just wasn't.
Right.
And like, to be so clear, the 7 people that were there were still doing the same things that people would do at the gardens. It just
Playing
was this
hacky
year.
sack and yeah.
They had jazz that nobody asked for. I enjoyed it, but there was video game jazz. Nobody asked for that.
Persona?
But like Persona, no. It was one of those like they
a
played.
cover.
Yeah, they played like Mario, but what if it was jazz? You know. Yeah, I don't know. I think there are issues
optics were bad.
endemic. The optics were very bad. For sure. I do not want to discount the fact that like every single part about the way that it looked was silly and goofy.
The logo for GDC, I like this was I think actually my biggest issue.
Yeah.
Was like if they had set up food booths and like food trucks and stuff and had those stanchions, that's fine. It's the big fucking GDC Festival Gaming logo that I saw out there that I was like,
gardens.
I was like, you are co-opting a space.
Yes.
That is a park that you know, like it just is petty. There's a pettiness to it.
No, for sure, absolutely.
That I was like, okay, yes, there are people that are acting like if you enter the gates, they will lariat you. They'll lariat you like Stan Hansen, which is not true. But like. I did understand why some people were upset, but as ever, I will say it wasn't a good example, a good recent example of well, we don't need to lie about what this is to criticize it. Like
no, exact. That's
it's like exactly that is the frustrating part. Like that is getting worse online. Like
there are so many legitimate gripes to have.
Yeah,
but like. Event planners were asked to do event planning that was co-opting a space that previously had not been touched.
Right.
Like it takes the legs out of the argument. Sure. Because then the conversation is based on a thing that's not true. When there's other easy shit that you could base the argument on.
Totally. Yeah.
Also, I will say this, and this is like a problem with every single gaming event, and I think it's like, I actually think I'm going to say something very mean. It's endemic to the people working in this space, more so than any other industry, I think. There is such a refusal to do anything that isn't a stone's fucking throw away from where the thing is, and then everyone fucking complains when the thing is bad or it changes at all. And E3 is like Summer Game Fest is the same way because of the way that it is in downtown Los Angeles. Yeah. Notoriously, downtown LA fucking blows. There's nothing like it fucking
really sucks.
And I understand.
There's rarely been a good downtown. Maybe we should stop hosting events in the most expensive and worst downtown places cities. To exist.
Yes, and like I was
host the next GDC in Katy, Texas.
I'm trying to think if there's any.
Calm down, Lotus.
Are there any downtown sectors in any major American cities that aren't bummers? Downtown Portland fucking blows. Downtown Seattle fucking blows. Downtown San Francisco fucking blows. LA blows.
Downtown Austin,
New York.
Downtown Austin's actually not bad.
If you're fasting.
Like downtown Austin blows because there's no it's not a good place to stand around and be outside in, because there's no trees as far as I recall.
I loved our Schwarzenegger in Total Recall.
Anyway, all of this is to say, like,
you're right. Most downtowns are bad. You're right.
Most downtowns are bad,
right.
But
and also we don't have public transit, so you can't go anywhere.
But okay, but I will say this: you know what city explicitly fucking does? San Francisco.
I was there, I was on that bus all the time. I said, they're hosting a game event at the Mexican embassy. Okay, I'll go.
Yes, go. And it's not hard. And I think the thing that was especially frustrating to me about the conversation about the gardens is that, like, yes, it is being co-opted. It clearly also isn't important enough to you to go to literally any other fucking park that you could get to in 15 minutes if you just walked to the bus stop that is across the street from this place that you say is so important to you.
Hey, Niki, what happens literally every year at Summer Game Fest?
But that's what I'm saying.
No. I'm saying, I'm agreeing. It's like, what happens every year is everyone goes, God damn it, the fucking JW Marriott again? Better go every night and close the place down and post pictures from it.
Yes.
And go, I love this fucking place. Give me another old fashioned.
Yeah, that
I love it.
Fucking
dollars. Right.
No, I have completely fucking run out of sympathy, and that's why I was like, God, I hope they've barricaded the gardens, Like, I actually was hoping that was what they had done, because then it would have justified any of the fucking conversation that I saw. But I went, and it wasn't that. It's fucking sucked that it was that way. But it clearly was not important enough for the 8 people that were at GDC this year to be like, we're going to go to Golden Gate Park instead.
Right.
It's a better park and is not far away. Just take the bus up Geary.
So important. There's another event in that park for GDC.
Yeah.
Well, for the time period anyways, but for game developers.
Like, it is, people love to get frustrated over stuff that they can see and then refuse to do anything to look left or fucking right.
Yeah.
And it just feels so endemic in this space because I think people are afraid. This is the mean part. People are so afraid of breaking like the thing that they have done socially via tradition, which is why people still go to the JW, which is why people are so up in arms about Yerba Buena Gardens, when neither of those spaces are particularly fucking good. But neither of them are far away from places that would be so much more amenable to the kinds of conversations that people are saying that they are having in these spaces. And it also, like, it ruins the reputation of the city, which are 2 places that I love very much, Los Angeles and San Francisco, both of which have like myriad problems. People walk away from them being like, well, this place fucking sucks. And it's like, yeah, dog, because you went to the worst part of it and did the worst shit possible. And you have done that every single time you've been here for the last 10 years. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much.
Now, granted, I still think those places suck because I still have to drive my fucking car everywhere. And that's
also
different.
bad.
They should put it in Seattle where they actually have a train that's accessible. They should do that.
Depends on where they put it.
Yeah, what?
The train I used there all the time was fucking great. Every single time I used it was amazing.
No,
in Seattle.
The place where all the game dev stuff is there's nothing. There's nowhere to go.
Oh, I just go put it in the fish market. Come on, everyone. The Festival of Gaming is at Pike Place. Just on a Saturday morning. Who could be there?
Who could be there on a Saturday morning?
Who could be there on a Saturday morning? You know,
getting fish thrown at him.
Getting fish thrown at him. Yeah. So they're gonna keep fucking this chicken, huh? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they'll be back.
And people keep going for some reason.
And
I don't get that. I don't.
1,000 American dollars. I hate to see people who are like, like the industry's so bad and I was so scared at the border and blah 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 blah. But I saw so many great people. DM me, cunt. I don't care.
Yeah, like it's not. This shit's not hard. You can.
I have a phone.
Yeah,
I have social media.
There's
Discord. I don't give a shit
for now. Like it like there are so many, and this is what I'm saying. Like we as an industry, I'm not specifically talking about the 3 of us, but are so stuck. You are. We are so stuck socially on these events as being the only ways to interact with each other, when it's like you do not need to rely on Read Pop or Informa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also odd because there's 3 trillion other adjacent, not adjacent in terms of what it is, but adjacent in terms of interest. Could we not just host a thing at a fucking anime con? They're not that hard to get into, truly, if you wanted to host a side thing for ECCC or literally anything.
Yeah.
While we're being mean.
Yeah.
I'll take it a step further. I don't think a lot of people that work in this industry are actually adults.
What?
No.
That was good, because Lotus and I both said yes, but different. And both of us said no.
The English language is so beautiful.
But I do mean it in the sense that I don't mean it I think you could be an adult and work on the toys that we're talking about.
No, for sure.
I do think you can, but I just mean when you have a problem.
Yes. You have agency.
You have agency, and you're also like sometimes I'll be at work at my normie job, and I'll just be like, Oh, I work with like I don't necessarily get along with all of them. I don't necessarily like understand them or like even like them necessarily. But like they are all adults, and when they have a problem, they kind of fix it. And I do kind of think we have that issue a little bit. The tradition thing is a really good indicator of that, of like how much are we going to cling to something when we know it's bad, and also take the energy and time to complain about it literally every year without doing anything about it.
I was really shocked at how many people I saw go this year. 33% cut was not enough. But, GDC sucks so much, but I will be there anyways.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a GDC ticket, I'm like, why? What?
So I think that's the other thing that did happen this year. I think that the number of people who were in San Francisco might have been, I'm sure it was fewer just because of an international loss. I think that third-ish is registered people who attended the show, but not people who were in San Francisco during the show. Because people were just going to San Francisco, did not have which is how it's always been, but going to San Francisco, not having badges, but still doing meetings because people are there, which again, you could just do any other time of the year in any other city.
Or on the phone.
Or on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be there next year covering it for VGPs. I keep saying I want to go back, but now I'm like, oh, brother.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
And truly, I only went by
Donkey Kong Bonanza. The Donkey Kong Bonanza talk looked interesting, I will say.
There are talks that look interesting.
You know where those are?
Every year. The computer.
I know.
You can just watch those.
It's different. It's different.
No,
it's different.
Nikki,
it's different. You're going to Nikki, you're going to an AEW show in person tomorrow. You know it's different. Or 2 days from now. You know it's different.
Sorry, that's so different. I listened to Josh Sawyer talk to me about fonts last year, and while I was like, this bangs, it was just as dry in person as it would have been if I was sitting at my house.
Yeah. The only penalty is that
no, he's never gonna be on the show. Oh my god! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I had a delightful time, but it was fucking.
It's simply a presentation. Is the thing.
All right?
Yes,
Okay.
It was cool because I was fucking.
Okay.
To put them on the computer.
Yes.
They can take forever.
Take it forever.
And also the thing especially that hurts the sale of the tickets, or even wanting to purchase one, I should say, is that they don't tell you who's going to be there or what they're going to be talking about until after you have purchased the tickets, for the most part.
Which is
some
really
of them
bad.
Get canceled.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
I did not know that Jeff Grubb was going to be on a panel until I arrived. I talked to Jan Ochoa basically every single day. I don't know if Jan knew. You know? Like, it's so not... There is prestige around them, except the people who are running it do not treat it with the prestige that these folks, to be so clear, absolutely do have, because they are illuminating in so many ways, but also the idea of like, we have to boil all of these conversations down into one $1,000 conference.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, we could just have more smaller of these, or put more microphones in front of more developers to talk about the ways that they make their video games.
Honestly, I don't know why more orgs don't look at the way SGDQ or GDQ sets up like their entire enterprise, which is like they have speed runs every single day on Twitch, and that's still a pretty well watched channel. And then they have these events that they put on, and it's like, you could, if you really wanted to, have an interesting, I'm not saying it would happen every day, we'd run out of shit to talk about, I think, but it's like, you could have an org that does stuff like this, and at one point maybe that was the IGDA, but that's like that's a total bum of a fucking organization. So I don't know who takes that mantle. It's not me, it's not us.
No, but I also do think, like, in a just world, Microsoft would feel empowered to be like, well, they already work here.
Right.
Everybody already works here.
Right.
So
I
like,
guess,
wouldn't it behoove us as the people who have these, like, I don't know. It feels crazy to let that go for free. If you're Sony, if you're Microsoft, if you're Nintendo.
Gamescom is somebody now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Gamescom is a real international, like, hard-hitting event now.
Just let it happen.
They're the exact same event that they've always been.
Yeah. Right.
And they still don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, Bit Summit too. No fucking air conditioning. Tokyo in the middle of the summer. And yet people are like, oh, I guess I'll go there.
Gotta go to Cologne.
Gotta go to Cologne. Something that might show up in Cologne at some point is a new title from a studio called Unbound, which was founded by Shinji Mikami,
Shinji Cologne. That's for doing that segue.
Yeah.
I would
deserved. Shinji Mikami, I said Mikami. I wanted to get it a little more accurate. He created the Resident Evil series over at Capcom.
What's that?
He directed Resident Evil 4, which is one of the best games ever made.
What's that?
He also left Tango Gameworks back in 2023. He's got a new studio called Unbound. They've got about 50 employees. They are going to make a AAA titles with more of a AA budget. I don't know how you say that with a straight face, but that's okay.
He didn't quite say it like that, but that is
quite say it like that. But that's kind of what it's said. They're currently developing a quote high-end original IP powered by Unreal Engine 5 for PS5, Xbox, and PC. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if they'll be making a horror action game.
Probably.
You know what's interesting? I think obviously I'm all for ex Tango Gameworks people breaking out, doing their own stuff. There's a new IP. They're really good at new IP. That's cool. But like Resident Evil's doing so well. And like Silent Hill is doing so well. Like at the moment where it's just kind of like,
you got to make a new thing, bud.
Yeah, no,
you do have to make a new thing. I agree.
I don't think, like, we call it new IP. The idea of walk around and it's dark and spooky
is
and you
almost the same IP.
It's not. It is. It's like Tide versus all.
Like Ghostwire Tokyo was also one of these. You know, in a
it was a little different though.
It's a little different.
It was different enough that I'm like, okay, he was trying to do a new thing.
He was trying to do something, right?
Unlike the Evil Within, which is just Resident Evil.
Which is just a Resident Evil.
That's just Resident Evil. Yeah.
Congrats. It's yet another one I won't play.
What if it's just like the least scary game ever made?
It's not gonna be. They all
They did make Hi-Fi Rush, to be fair.
They made Hi-Fi Rush,
and that game was great.
Yeah.
It was too long, but it was good.
Yeah.
It looked nice, and it wasn't scary. It could happen.
And it wasn't scary. You're right. They're gonna make a Spookums.
There's a 1 in 10 chance.
There is. You know
Nikki,
what?
99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big.
That's so true. I'm gonna go to the GameStop right now and give them just $60 and say, "This is for the new one. This is for Unbound's new game. Just it's in the system. Just take the money.
It's in the system. Take the money. Give me that for the Switch too. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks so much. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm sure we'll see something from the studio relatively soon. Fingers crossed, I guess. A lot of these studios have popped up and then disappeared. So
for sure, 2 years is long enough, I think, to have something to show.
Yeah.
And also, if like that, this is the flow, right? Like it's March now. SGF is in June.
Yeah.
You. Oh no, your website gets discovered. You know, like these are the.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, Beans.
And we're
Beans, my perfect website
up.
that has an interview on it, and we're hiring.
Yeah, weird. That's so crazy that happened.
You found this? Oh,
no
man.
way.
God, not my live journal.
And we're hiring, coincidentally, also. Weird.
My Zynga's not even password protected. SAG-AFTRA has issued a do not work order for the new Mega Man Duel Override game. Ben Diskin, who is the Mega Man English voice actor, went to Blue Sky and said, I was asked to return for Mega Man Duel Override, but only on the condition I work without the protections of a union contract. I was told there are, quote, full AI protections in place that guarantee in writing that my voice will never be used for AI development, but also told that, quote, with certainty from Capcom that the project will not go union.
Why would you do this?
Why? For what?
I don't.
It's Mega Man. There's going to be 20 voice lines total.
Yeah.
Just give them the money. Like, always just give them the money, but just give them the money.
This tells me that Capcom is like, let's just fucking churn some Mega Man bullshit out, and it's got to be slop. It's got to be so cheap.
But
it doesn't like, and that's really how they've treated the franchise for a minute.
That is true.
For sure, but wouldn't it have like?
What if you just didn't give them voice lines?
What if you didn't have Mega Man talk? What if you used sure I didn't even know the fucker talked in the recent ones. So like the first I'm hearing that Mega Man talked is this from this story, which is bad. But also like you're saying that you need to get Mega Man to talk so much new stuff that you can't just use the stuff you've already recorded? What are you talking? What is he going to say?
Interview with them, it's like, in this one, a special ending allows you to be read Proust from Mega Man. Just the whole thing.
This is such an to use John's coined term, an unforced error.
Yeah.
Like it couldn't have even been expensive to pay him union for this Mega Man game.
No, like sorry, not to be insane, but a day rate for a voice actor is not that much money.
No, it literally
is not.
It is not
it's
expensive.
Not.
And like yes, he's the voice of Mega Man.
Right.
But also he's the voice of Mega Man. Like he's not
right.
He can't be that expensive.
Right.
It
can't be that expensive, and it does feel like a day worth of work. Ha! Mega Man!
John, you're giving it away for free.
He can be really validated, though, because if this happened to me, I'd be like, oh, they were definitely going to AI clone my voice to say my
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And if anyone would do it, it would be Capcom.
Yes. No, for sure.
No, 100%. Like, I mean, good for him. But,
yeah, no, for real. And because, like, good for him, but this is unfortunately one of those things where we live and in the time we live in. So they've already got 6 different Mega Man guys to come in already.
Gary Busey's already in there.
He's already in the booth. Just didn't need to do this. Like, did not need. You fixed it, John. What? You're less irradiated now.
Well, I'm looking at something that's not a white screen. That's all.
Well, that was it.
Oh, okay.
I guess your camera just had to be shocked back to reality by a lighting change, apparently.
Back to reality. Who are some good, quote unquote, good? Who are some anti-strikers? Like who are the people that crossed the picket line in the last strikes? I can't remember.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if anybody did people. Well, I assume people did, but I don't think they were union to then cross. Is what I'm saying. No, I think the issue, right, is that like everyone and their mom wants to do voice acting for video game.
Right.
So I
was just gonna help Capcom out by finding some non-union voice actors. You know, some scabs. Yeah. You know, just find some scabs for Capcom. PEGI is receiving age rating overhaul. Did you like that?
Yay!
I like that.
Targeting loot boxes and dark patterns. 4 new categories are being added to the PEGI age rating criteria come June. That's in-app purchases, which includes time or quality limited in-app purchases, go up to PEGI 12. NFTs or blockchain related mechanisms will be PEGI 18. Paid random items
was
are
the best one so far.
Thank you. Paid random items are immediate PEGI 16 or higher, play by appointment, read Dark Patterns Light, return rewards such as daily quests get PEGI 7, PEGI 12, if there are penalties such as progress reduction. Damn. Online community, quote, unrestricted communication features, e.g. no blocking or reporting, is an automatic PEGI 18. This is not retroactive.
This is a
so they're
big
not going to
thing.
go back.
Yeah.
They're not going to go back, which is kind of a huge deal.
Okay, whatever.
So it only applies to newly submitted games. Like, I guess I get that, but also you could just go. It's not retroactive beyond like 2 years, and you'd get like a lot
Or
of
you
shit.
could do the thing of it's not retroactive unless you put out a major content update.
Sure, right, and then you have
Like
to re-rate it.
I mean, Fortnite is already PEGI 12. I don't think it would change.
Yeah.
But like when Fortnite does their new season, it should be like, okay, well, guess what you just did? Resubmit everything.
Yep. Yeah. Which is wild. But you know what? Hey.
A nice small step.
Nice small step. Europe and the UK have actually been kind of inching towards some decent things lately, which is nice. This next story is.
Do I talk about something crazy?
Yeah, this is pretty fucking nuts, huh? If you didn't know, ex-Blizzard and former Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan went on Lex Friedman's podcast and talked for 5 human hours to one of the least interesting people on the fucking planet.
It's tough.
Fucking unreal. But
hey,
there was some interesting stuff from it, though.
Thank you so much to Rock Paper Shotgun.
Yeah.
For
for
listening to a lot of this.
Strongest soldiers. Rock, Paper, Shotgun absolutely did do that, and this bombshell was dropped, among many other things. One of the big issue is the CFO of Blizzard looked at Overwatch's financial goals and had this to say. Kaplan says, quote, he gives me a date, which at the time was 2020, and was going to slip to 2021, but at the time it was 2020. He said, Overwatch has to make blank amount of money in 2020, and then every year after that, it needs a recurring revenue of blank amount of money. Then he says to me, if it doesn't do that kind of money, we're going to lay off 1,000 people, and that's going to be on you. Kaplan went on to say that was the biggest fuck you moment I had in my career. It felt surreal to be in that condition. I literally thought I would retire at Blizzard.
And now the 5-year-long mystery of why Overwatch Jeff. If you don't know, if you weren't there, just so you know, we literally called this man Overwatch Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or just Jeff. If you played Overwatch and you said Jeff, everyone knew who you were talking about. So this finally solves the mystery of why Overwatch Jeff mysteriously left Overwatch in 2021.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, you do not. Again, like, this is. If I was smarter, I think you could. I think the mirrors between. The mirrors between the death of Bon Appetit and Jeff Kaplan leaving Blizzard.
It's like one of the Domino's things.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't even know if it's Domino's things. I think it's just two mirrors facing each other.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you do not stumble into.
No.
Like you don't. Sorry, you only stumble into having a person as identifiably charismatic to this audience. Charismatic and knowledgeable and trusted and understood and as like motivating basically for a player base. You do not choose that. When they hired Jeff Kaplan, they did not know and understand that he was going to be as good at what he was doing for Overwatch and the Overwatch team as he was going to be. And then he fell into it and was the best anyone has ever been at this. Yeah. Maybe with the exception of like Reb Ford and Megan at DE on Warframe, like who are, to be so clear, following in Jeff's footsteps, right? Like the ways that they are approaching their community management and the ways that they are communicating between their development teams and their audience, like it's the same kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, obviously the article goes in on like, which of course is obvious to anybody who has watched or knows anything about Overwatch, but like Overwatch League killed Overwatch.
Yes.
Because Activision thought there was money there. There obviously wasn't. And
then they were forced to essentially make
split the
a
game.
popular thing
Yeah.
into this other thing that it is not.
That no one was asking for.
That no one was asking for, and it was at the expense of the quality and care that made the original thing good to begin with.
Yeah.
So,
and I need to be so clear, I fucking loved the Overwatch League. I thought it was cool as hell.
It was really
cool.
I
paid Blizzard money multiple times to go watch people play Overwatch live.
Right.
But that's because I lived here. Right? Like that wasn't because I thought that was going to change the entire world. I didn't believe that they were going to have their own, that the Shanghai Dragons were going to have their own arena in Shanghai that they were going to then like fill up themselves, that Dallas was going to have their own arena that they were going to fill up themselves every week.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Kaplan says a lot of things that, like, you know, I think we could have guessed were true, but it's a little bit like the Tencent stuff with Highguard, of like things we all kind of knew in our bones, but it's interesting to see it laid bare. I thought this entry about the Overwatch League was interesting. The Overwatch League stuff, quote, you know, left Blizzard's people spread really thin, and quote, all your plans at that point kind of go out the window. You're not going to work on new world events. You're not even really focused on Overwatch 2. You're just kind of treading water. It was a great idea with the wrong instincts. I don't know how to phrase this in a way that's not damning, but there was too much focus on let's make lots of money really fast, and a lot of people got dragged into it. Which is like, not to be an asshole about just the entirety of esports, is basically the entirety of esports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I've been waiting to be an asshole about esports.
Yeah, let's go.
Live ops are a cancer, and esports is going to kill every video game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. No game is better because of esports. Arguably, Counter-Strike, and that's it. The most competitive game that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
League of Legends is worse because of esports. Every single fighting game is worse because of esports, which is different. Huge note. Fighting game community and esports are not the same thing. Trying to make an esport will ruin a game every single time.
And they keep going to the well.
Yep.
They keep doing it, keeping it alive by scooping up the same handful of Team Fortress 2 refugees who got sick of doing the grassroots, actually competitive thing. And they say, excuse me, Jake, excuse me, JP, will you go ahead and come and cast Deadlock? How about you, Sinatra? Are you interested in playing Deadlock or Marvel Rivals? You'd be really good because you're using the exact same fucking skills that you've been developing for the last 15 fucking years to do nothing when this league goes nowhere in not even 18 months. Bye.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And like this is also part of the like there's no shame anymore. But like, imagine walking up to a person, and I mean this so sincerely. Imagine walking up to a person and being like, I'm a professional Marvel Rivals player.
Right.
Which is like, it's a set of words that is nothing.
Right.
But nobody who is in charge of being like, well, the game needs to have esports has considered that a person is going to end up having to say the words, I'm a professional Marvel Rivals player.
Right.
Which is, that's not like, it isn't anything. So if you can't think that far into the future on it, then yeah, like to Lotus's point, you go down the well and you're like, oh shit, there's water in here, but I think there's gold at the bottom of it. So I'm going to keep going down. And then you actually get to the molten core of the fucking earth and pass away.
I'm melting. Fuck. Dig
Lassie,
up.
help. Lassie, there's lava down here.
It's an interesting one. And again, I really have to say, thank you so much to Rock Paper Shotgun for listening to a 5-hour Lex Friedman podcast. Jesus Christ. That's brutal.
I'm legitimately shocked that he did not work on another video game. Do you think he got burned so bad, or do you think he got no competed to fuck, and that's why it has been 30 fucking years? Say it any.
Game.
He's working on another.
He's working on another game.
Oh, I didn't listen to
it's okay.
the fucking.
It wasn't in a.
It wasn't in there.
It wasn't in that article.
He's had another studio for a while that has a deeply embarrassing name, so that's great.
What's it called? What's it called?
Kinsuyagi? Is that what it's called? Kinsuyami? It's that thing where you break a pot, but you're Japanese, so you put it with gold because of your honor, because you live in glorious Nippon.
Kinsugiyama, which is
Kinsugiyama. That's what it's called.
You can't. I love that. The concept is cool. I absolutely love
not for
that
him.
shit.
You can't call it
but
that.
You can't call it that, and also it's too long.
It's too long.
Wow, it's too long.
Good for him.
It's called its new game is called Niki for $1 billion.
Okay.
What is their first game called?
Is there?
Lotus. I had actually missed this.
Did you really? There's other. You read that description. There's a proper noun in it that's a real word in our world.
Wait, are there JPEGs? Like, can I know what kind of game it is?
Yes, it's an open world survival.
McCree is there.
It is an open world survival shooter game. Okay, I'm gonna give you this too, Niki. During the gold rush. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's it called?
Journey to the West.
Okay. The Legend of California. The Legend. Okay.
No, come back.
You have to come back. You have to come back. The Legend of
Kinsugiyami is making the Legend of California.
Did anything happen to Japanese people in California during the gold rush? Does anybody know?
No, Niki. Nothing like that would have happened because I did read the presser and it specifically says it's an untamed land. So I guess no one else was there.
No one else was there.
Okay.
No one else is
That's
there.
Good.
It's kind of like a Amazon New World situation, but for the gold rush. So
and this will melt your GPU too.
It sure will.
Remember how that's a real thing that happened?
It killed my computer. It legitimately killed my computer.
The hardware melted.
My computer worked worse after playing that video game one time.
Colonized your computer.
They did.
Crazy. Let's round up the news with just a real underdog story. Epic Games is raising the price of Fortnite's in-game currency. To quote,
just get
help
all I
pay
care about
the bills because quote the cost of running Fortnite has gone up a lot. Says Tim Sweeney.
I'm sure it has.
So the changes are not so much. They're not the dollar values. They're just getting less for your money, as I understand.
But that's also a price increase.
I understand that. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying the mechanism. Yeah.
Can I finish the story because I know exactly why the video game costs more to run, quote unquote, than it used to.
That's pretty much it. I mean, if you're a monthly Fortnite crew member, you'll basically get 800 V-Bucks instead of 1,000.
Right, which was important because basically it would pay for itself.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
If you paid Epic every month and finished the battle pass, you would make, which was the only reason I could justify having the Fortnite crew for as long as I did because I was playing the game enough to finish the battle pass, so it was like I was getting it back.
Yeah.
The only reason I've been clean from Fortnite for 6 or 7 months.
Oh, congrats, Niki.
Thanks.
They gave me. Hey, keep coming back. It works if you work it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 18 different kinds of coins now, which is really cool.
Stupid.
The reason why the game is more expensive to run is because they're paying 19-year-olds to create fucking garbage.
Yeah.
That 12-year-olds get trapped in and are playing. Which nobody made them do.
Yeah.
Nobody made them or asked them to do that.
Yeah.
Also, they have more money than God. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Don't you think, I mean, because when I read this and I read the story, of course I laughed about it, but also, like, I thought about that too, Nikki, but, like, what's Tencent doing?
Yeah,
Hey,
what's
Tencent doing?
Yeah,
I think they're going around to all their investments
and knocking,
and they're knocking, and they didn't do that for a long time. And Walter White, they are the one who knocks. They knocked for us.
They knocked for us. Yeah,
we were the canaries in the coal mine. Actually, I'm very proud. They came knocking us.
Very proud to be a canary.
We could do the Domino's meme of Fanbyte gets killed to
V-Bucks got more expensive. I kind of think maybe so. Just because, like, I don't know. At some point, isn't it embarrassing if Tencent, like, is invested in a company that's like, yeah, we have the biggest game in the world, but they got to just jack the prices.
Are you not embarrassed to look poor?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so sorry. Are you not embarrassed to look poor as a billion-dollar company?
I would be kind of mortified by that.
Yes.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's like when I see AI ads, I'm like, oh, so you don't have money.
So you don't have money.
Oh yeah,
again?
So you're poor.
So
you're poor. You're supposed to be a company who provides services.
Mm-hmm.
So you're broke.
So you're broke.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
That's tough.
Hate that for them.
I hate that for them. But hey, that's all the news for this week. We played some games I'm excited.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait. We didn't talk about the way that they tried to sandwich this, though. Is that in the article? Because the way that they sandwiched it
with the Google thing.
Oh, I guess you could reach even further back because that was maybe the first layer of the sandwich.
Yes.
Because they did the whole Google thing wherein Tim Sweeney literally said, "I won't be mean to Google." On paper, in contract, said, "I will not be mean to Google."
Yep.
Which, like, that's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. That's fucking embarrassing. You couldn't, like, literally never. Okay, so there's that. Mm-hmm. Then they announced the new season, which is Marvel again. Finally. Marvel's back.
Just asking every day, when will we have more Marvel?
More Marvel, please.
When does that movie come out? Is that in the summer or is that at the end of the
movie?
Year? Yeah. Avengers
Doomsday?
Isn't it a movie?
Yeah, it's like at the end of summer, I think.
Oh, okay. So it must run through
Avengers,
the season. I was just trying to figure out why, but they pull the Star Wars or Marvel lever every time they're about to do some dumb shit. Every time.
Oh, no, it's at the end of the year.
It's at the end of the year, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so which makes this makes no sense then because all of the marketing for this new season of the game is the blank will return in and then the name of the Fortnite season, which is it's March and the movie is 9 months away. So I don't know what the fuck that is about.
They're going to do a TV show that no one will watch to introduce the character that they're going to be in Avengers. I keep getting commercials for... I shouldn't have started the sentence.
No, for what?
No.
What are you getting commercials for?
Go ahead, Lotus.
Please.
Let me actually
well, here's the
Poppy on the top left.
I didn't know that you could do this. So here's the thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's a new Disney Plus Marvel program.
Okay.
And because I have ad block, I only ever see the last bit with that white woman who punches stuff.
Oh, the white woman
who has black hair.
Stuff. She has black hair. Are you talking
To be fair, there's so few Marvel women
Daredevil.
that I actually...
Oh! You're talking about Jessica Jones.
That's her name.
Jessica Jones back?
Yeah, she's back.
Jessica Jones in a commercial. In Daredevil.
Born Again.
We figured it out. It's a commercial for Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Jessica Jones is back. I think it's Kristen Ritter again, I think.
Yeah, I would try.
It's the same lady.
It would be crazy to not get... what is she doing? Not to be mean. Like, what's she up to? Like, legitimately, what's she up to? Well, sorry, like you think
that's how you get Marvel people in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
she's married to the lead singer of the War on Drugs.
No, that's great. That's exactly as famous as a person should be.
Yeah.
Married to the front person for a band you've never heard of. Was the lead in a Netflix Marvel show.
Yeah.
And the checks keep coming in from that forever. Mm-hmm. And then when Disney, because you're already in, Disney calls you, they say, we're going to give you $6 million to be on 2 episodes of this show. And you say, thank you for the house. And you hang up. That's the dream.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going to show the doomsday in that.
Maybe. The last piece of the sandwich is that Save the World is free now.
Save the World is free now. That is true.
Which we've all been clamoring for.
We've all been clamoring. Hey, folks, go to Storm Shield 1. And you can get all the news you need, all the tips and tricks and the fucking databases for Save the World. I wonder how that guy's doing.
Rich. We gave him so much money.
We gave him a fun amount of money for like a few years. We didn't give him like so much money.
Yeah, but what if he bought Bitcoin?
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Now he'll have the exact same amount of Bitcoin. Bet you feel pretty stupid now, John.
Yeah.
Damn it! They aren't even updating it. I thought like the whole thing was like, oh, it's free to play, and we've been in the lab and we made the game that we always wanted to make because you gave us more money than God, and it's free. No, it's the same bad video game.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for Fortnite for a reason. That's why they had to make the battle royale.
That's why they had to do the battle royale.
And then also why they had to make the battle royale separate and free.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some games that we played. Niki and I both played Slay the Spire 2.
Have you ever heard of Slay the Spire 1?
They made a second one.
There's a second one.
Wow.
Yeah. And
it's in early access now, which is fun.
So it is just as engrossing as the first one was. Mm-hmm. It is a game that you sit down and then 45 minutes go away.
Blink of an eye.
And I am realizing increasingly that my capacity for these is lower than it used to be because
Probably
it will become,
Probably a good thing.
Yo, for sure. But it is also like, it is because I know I will, 3 hours will go by, 4 hours will go by.
Same. Yeah.
And I just can't be having, I got a kid to feed, you know, like I can't do that anymore. And the best part, honestly, about the ways we'll talk about the video game in a second, but something that I have noticed in the amount of time that it has taken for them to release this second video game is that I played the first one on the Switch on my commute because I was going from my house in South LA to our office in like Westwood adjacent. So I was driving from my home to the train station, and then I would play the game on the train, and then I would walk to the bus, and then I would play the game on the bus. And then by the time I got to the office, I had basically finished a run. So 45 minutes, 55 minutes, somewhere in there. And that was a great way to do it because I was only playing the game for an hour a day, and I was turning it off, and I didn't have to think about it anymore. Now, I don't have the commute, and I'm playing it on the personal computer. I guess it does run on Steam Deck, but I literally don't know where mine is. So I don't fucking use it. I don't know where it is. I don't like using it, and it's lost. So my relationship to playing the game now is like I'm having to sit down and commit actively. It is the thing I'm doing as opposed to a thing while I'm doing something else. And that has changed the way that I am engaging. I think I am better at it now because I am not literally on a train.
Yeah, you can
than I was before.
Lock in a little bit.
Yes. Sure. But yeah, I don't know, John. How much did you play of the first one? A lot?
No. I mean, I would say like I probably played about 10 hours of the first game.
Oh, okay. So
it wasn't a ton. Yeah, a little bit.
Are you liking this? What are you finding?
Well, I mean, I do love that, and this is such a deliberate pattern, but it's like with a lot of these roguelites, Ball Pit is a good recent example. They introduce you to the mechanics of this game with like, a solid, balanced opening character. It's like, okay, cool. And then you unlock the second one, and the second one's like really fun to play. Like really, 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 really fun to play.
Wait, can you remind me which one the second one is?
To me,
is
the second one is like the poison guy that gets more cards.
Oh yes, I don't like him.
Really?
I play as the Regent.
Okay, I also think the Regent is interesting.
One.
I like the Regent because she has a wheelchair,
currencies.
Which is great.
Yeah, it's not a wheelchair. Those are guys.
Yeah.
Nah, close enough.
John, do you think your wheels are sentient creatures? Is that why they beep?
Mm-hmm. They're angry at me. When they're mad at me, they're like, boop, boop. No, yeah, those are guys. But Regent's fun too. I just feel like but that's interesting because balancing two currencies pisses me the fuck off.
I think it's fun because when you do get it is a slow start kind of a build. So like I have
you could do some powerful
runs.
Shit. Sure.
Yeah, I've lost runs early because I have not built my deck correctly. But when it is chugging and you are constantly refilling both of the currencies and you're playing enough cards to fill currency during a round so you get to keep attacking, it feels really, really good.
Yeah.
Have you unlocked the Necromancer?
Just did before the show.
That's a really fun way to. It's such an interesting. Basically, your character has X amount of health, right? And she's got her ability set and her cards. You also have a familiar that is a skeletal hand, and the skeletal hand has 1 HP. You can modify using cards. You can modify how much health that the skeletal hand has. But it is important because in Slay the Spire, you are receiving attacks from, it's a 1 versus like 3 to 4 enemies kind of situation.
Usually,
you can see how much damage you're about to receive, and those numbers are almost always big. So you're constantly having to shield yourself up and play the push-pull on, is this an attack round or is this a defense round based on what the hand will take damage that is over your shield. So like if your shield is at 5 and the opponent is doing 10 damage, you actually still only take the 5 damage because it'll kill the skeleton hand.
Okay.
But then it's a push-pull because if you level the hand up more, then the hand has more health and can do more damage, but also the amount of carryover damage that the hand can take will go down, and you'll end up taking more damage because it has more of a health pool.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool push-pull. I think this game looks way better than the last one did.
Yeah, it looks good.
Like way better. I think the art style it feels illustrated and they feel more lively.
Feels a little more hand drawn and
there was like those puppets in like children's storybooks where like the hinges.
It had a shitty marionette. It had a shitty marionette quality.
Yeah, and I really didn't like it.
The like paper doll animation style.
I'm not a fan.
If you don't go all the way in, it doesn't look very good.
Yeah,
Pokemon Black and White, we've been over it.
Yes, fucking terrible looking game. They boo, thumbs down. I think this game looks much better. Yeah. Also the loop is more satisfying than it was in the first one.
I think it is too.
Whenever you finish a run, and then they're like, okay, here's the history of this world, and you are unlocking little vignettes from the history of the world. And right now, because the game is in early access, it is the rough sketches from the devs before they have been handed off to the artists,
which is cool.
And they're all in MS Paint. I want them to keep them.
To keep it.
I don't want them to get rid of them.
To me, weirdly, I think it feels. God, I love this. It feels arcane to us because the method in which it was created is arcane to us, and they're telling this arcane kind of history of the world, and I'm like, hey guys, y'all stumbled into a cool like meta narrative, and I think you should just keep it because it's kind of fun.
Like I ideally, my dream is that they put a switch in, and they're like, do you want the finished art or do you want the early access art?
Yeah.
Because every single time it also makes the ones that are complete hit harder.
Yeah.
Because you get the ones that are complete and you're like, oh, y'all are fucking cooking. And then it'll be like, there was a stream and a river and it was beautiful. And then it's literally like, two squiggly lines. It's great. Like turquoise blue in MS Paint, and there's
really
roughly
funny.
A red rock somewhere behind it, and you're no, that's also good.
That's also it. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm glad I'm glad I have to sit down and commit to it, and I am not able to play it on the go, because I think that would probably not be very good for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
but yeah, I like this game. I think if you liked Slay the Spire at all. Well, first of all, you're already playing this game, and you don't need me to tell you that it's good. But it's like if you're interested in that or missed it that this was out for whatever reason, it is a very 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 complete early access game.
Yeah, it's a Hades.
It's a Hades
situation. I also differently from Hades, and maybe this is because this might just be a personal bias, but like, I think my experience with Hades 2, A, because the story was not as good as the first game, but B, my experience with Hades 2 was I had a less good time with it because I was playing it during early access. And like when I would come back, it had been so disjointed whenever they were adding new narrative stuff that I wasn't quite sure if the stuff I was seeing was new or not. In this, I'm kind of less married to the narrative. Like the narrative stuff is really cool, but I'm less married to it. So I'm not worried about it being a year and a half down the line when this game comes out.
Right.
And being like, oh, well, I've fucked up the narrative. I've lost the narrative thread. Because that's like not, for me, that's not why I'm coming to this game. Correct. So I think if you are maybe reticent to play early access stuff because of that, I don't think you really need to worry. I think
nothing to worry about that here.
Fine.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's very cool. We also played some other stuff, but I want to hear from Lotus first about Lost and Found Co., a game that I only know through screenshots that Lotus has sent us of, quite frankly, one of the cutest games I've seen in a long time. So
it's so cute.
Yeah.
Your dog's in it, John.
There's dogs in it. Oli is in it.
Oh, like Ravioli is in that game. I mean, it's really cute. So
it was so cute. Yeah. So yeah, Lost and Found Co. I think I talked about it for like 26 games coming out this year that I was really excited for, because I played a demo for it last year that I really enjoyed. It is I Spy game.
Hell yeah, dude.
And you just get gradually more and more complicated levels with more and more hidden things that you have to find. The plot of the game is that you were a duck and then you got turned into a person by like this shrine goddess. I hate it when that happens. You get turned into a person by like the goddess of this shrine because nobody give a fuck about her and the shit's gonna get torn down. And she's like, you need to go and do my bidding and make people believe in us so I can have powers again.
Okay.
When shrines are involved, pretty classic setup. People need to believe in me or I don't have magic powers no more. And so the way that they decide to do that is they keep finding out that stuff has been going missing everywhere. So they just decide that they're going to go find it. And people can text them and be like, hey, come find this thing for me. That's the setup. The story's it's whatever. So I was annoyed at a certain point when the little cutscenes kept coming up. If you've played a mobile game, they have that style of cutscene wherein the cutscene in the logic of the game is 5 cutscenes. But it's like a VN style thing. So you press skip and it only skips like a third of the conversation. So that shit's annoying. And I just don't think it needed to be there. The art style for this game is so strong and the really little animations are good. And like they really have a strong idea of like what is fun about I Spy stuff, because it's one thing to have the actual I Spy books and you're just like, wow, what a beautiful thing to look at, even if I don't care about finding stuff. But especially in making something where you have animation and you have interactivity and you can make things so dense, like a Where's Waldo, there's like a lot of opportunities for little teeny tiny bits of storytelling where like you don't even need to find some stuff, but like you find a cat at the top of a cat tree and you click on the cat and it bats at another cat and then it falls all the way down. And you're like, that was funny.
Yeah.
Or like there's a bunch of pop culture references randomly interspersed. Like there's you click on like a neon sign and what appears to be a bunny comes out in like a flash of electricity, but it's a yellow bunny with black ears and a black tail.
Oh.
And you're like,
Mario.
It's Mario. There's like a million little things like that. And like the game will have your main objective, which just says, find these 10 things for this guy. Then you have optional objectives, which will be like, just, there's a bunch of sheep hidden in this level, dog. Gotta go find them. There's a bunch of people passed out. Go help them. Clean up the trash. Just random stuff like that. But then they also have other things that are not optional objectives, but you can do them. So yeah, sometimes you'll find a bunch of trash everywhere and it's fun to just go find all of it and click on it. Yeah. It's fun to follow side characters who maybe you'll do a quest for early on or one of those optional objectives, and then they keep appearing in all the different like main levels. And you're like, oh, I recognize you, Cardcaptor Sakura. I remember you. Mm-hmm. And it's just a lot of stuff that's really fun. And then even just at a basic level, a very intelligent reuse of assets, because they need to fill these little worlds with, at points, certainly thousands of objects, or at least getting into over 1,000 of just like books. And you can open every single little barrel and you can go into every single building in the level. And there's like a jillion people and most of them end up looking quite different, even though I know some of them have to be the same guy, just colored differently, but they look pretty different.
Wow, Lotus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Same guy, colored different.
Say that. That's
you don't believe we're all people of the world? We're not all the same guy, colored different? Uno reverse.
Nikki looks at X-rays and say, "I know what race these skeletons are." Do you think you could? Stop it.
John, don't even ask that question. So after we do the positive episode, we can do the phrenology episode.
Yeah.
Yay!
Everybody get your calipers ahead of time.
I'm telling you, everybody has wanted to measure my head for a long time. So we'll finally get the official readings.
You do have the head of a white person, though. This is all I'm saying. You know?
We at VGBs.com do not condone race science or phrenology.
But that was the sound that you just heard of a million people agreeing that I do have a white person's head. Race science is okay against whites, is what we all know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, so tell me more about this delightful game instead of race science.
Well, I just bought it, so that's huge.
I'm about to buy it. It's in my cart. I'm going now.
I had a great time. with it.
The tunes?
The tunes, they're okay. For me, it was just whatever. Okay. Not that they're bad, but I'm definitely, in general, I'm the kind of person where oftentimes video game music becomes wallpaper and I don't know what it is.
Sure.
And in this case, it was for sure that. It was nice. Bum, 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 ba, bum.
For sure.
Motif.
No. That was the Febreze mnemonic, Lotus. The notes that you just did were the Febreze. So the Febreze
maybe it's the same. I guess it is the main theme. You'll find out soon enough.
I will find out.
I've also purchased the game.
As this game runs on the Macintosh.
It does run on the Macintosh. I was about to mention that. Yeah, I would like to see this hit mobile I know it's a pain.
Yeah.
Well, because it's impossible to sell a premium price game, and this does deserve to be premium price.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of thing where I was like, this would run really nice on a phone or an iPad or something. That would be fun. But yeah, I mean, the art style is the cutest thing ever. Cute animals, cute animal people. There's a lot of like Kimono Mimi style characters in the game, and I thought that they always turned out pretty cute and fun. Like you'll have like the like punk characters, and one of them's like a rooster, and you're like, that's fun. One of them's a fish.
Great.
You go, great. Lots of bunnies,
Sick.
lots of puppies, lots of cats. I would say at least like 5 cats per level, probably.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's good. That's a good amount of cats.
Don't do anything to me.
Wow.
They're pretty cute cats.
I see.
I like.
John's dogs are doing.
They're going.
They heard the word
cat. They also saw 5 cats as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how they're reacting.
They're arguing because only Oli's in the game.
Only Oli's in the game. Only
Oli's in the game.
Only Oli's in the game.
Only Oli.
Nikki, do you want to talk about Pokopia a little bit?
Yeah. I've played more of it. I think this game is great.
I think it's really good too. Yeah.
I just think it's great. I think
it's really great.
There have not kind of like without reservation actually. Like I think Animal Crossing is one of those games that I think people are like, it's perfect, but then like the second you try to play it like a video game, it sucks. Like actually, if you think about the act of playing the video game Animal Crossing, it fucking blows.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of them came in here to make.
That sounded close.
No, it sounded really close.
Yeah, one of them came in here to go, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, okay, we got it.
So the thing about Animal Crossing is that like, I think it has all this cultural cachet because for a while it was kind of revolutionary, and then I think New Horizons came out.
Yeah.
And I do think it was very good, and it benefited from the novel coronavirus, and I do think we need to ask some questions.
Hugely.
But
I do think
the idea of going back and playing that game now.
Listen, where was AC New Horizons? Where was AC New Horizons in the fall of 2019? That's all I'm asking.
Where were they? Because the game got delayed. That's all I'm saying. The game was delayed into March, if you remember. Okay, because that was supposed to come out earlier.
They found AC New Horizons in the Wuhan wet market, and then they were like, "Oh, man." Anyway,
that's crazy. Anyway, the act of playing the game Animal Crossing, I do think is kind of frustrating.
It stinks.
This game, it really feels like they were like, what are all of the bad parts about playing Animal Crossing? Mm-hmm. Can we get rid of those? What do we do to
Can we either get rid of them or just do the opposite?
Yeah, or do the thing that like a regular person would do if presented with this game design problem to solve.
Yes.
And I think because it is so unabashed, and to be so clear, I have not played Dragon Quest Builders, this is one of those.
And it's a Viva Pinata. It's kind of a
Viva
things.
Pinata. I have played Viva Pinata, but like, there is so much. I'm just specifically talking about the Animal Crossing components of the game.
Yeah.
There is so much where it is so clear and loud that what they are doing is just copying the Animal Crossing formula. That it kind of makes it better because I constantly am thinking about the ways that I am actually not having to think about doing the things that I want to do. Yeah. For example, I had to build a big bridge. And I got to like this beachside town.
Yeah.
It's dark. The clouds, was dark, but the clouds were everywhere, and everyone was complaining and bitching because it was dark. They couldn't see, except some of them were like, I wish it was like this all the time. Which I think rules. Yeah. And then spoilers, you turn the lights on, and then all of the Pokemon who were like, this fucking sucks because it's dark all the time, were like, fuck yeah, the sun is back. And then all of the ones that were dark were like, fucking, it is so bright. The Zubat came over to me and was like, yo, I'm really sorry to complain. It's too fucking bright. Can you fix it? So I had to dig a hole in the ground.
Living in LA. That was me living in LA. I was like, fuck, another perfect day.
So I dug a hole in the ground for this Zubat And I put a little bed down in this little cave for him, and then I sent him down there, and he was like, "Thank you so much. This rules." And I was like, "Yeah, you're welcome, bud." I needed to build a bridge to connect two pieces of land. Okay, in Animal Crossing, to do that, because it does not have Minecraft in it, even though it could, or does not even trust the player enough to be like, "Do you just want to fucking put? You can pick where the bridge goes. Just put the bridge down and you figure it out." I just was like, I'm gonna build the bridge. So I made all the shit that I needed. I built the rocks that I needed to build the bridge, and I walked over. And I built the bridge, and I built the bridge exactly the way I wanted to build the bridge. I didn't have to tell anybody or ask anybody or wait 24 fucking hours for the. I didn't have to collect donations
because
for
it's
the
a
bridge.
more. It is simply a more open-ended creative experience. Yes.
Yeah, and I built the bridge. And then everyone, like, as soon as I finished building the bridge, and I think this is where the magic is, right? Like, as soon as I finished building the bridge, the Pokemon started immediately running across the bridge. They were talking on the bridge. Like, before I could even turn around to be like, did I complete the bridge? There were already Pokemon that basically had, like, been following me as I had been working on the bridge. You are, like, getting these cute little vignettes every time you rotate the camera of two Pokemon that you, in your brain, are thinking, there's no reason for these lads to be talking. But then you'll talk to Meowth, and Meowth will be like, Venonat's my best friend. I love Venonat. I fucking love that guy. When we hang out. Or yesterday, Piplup was like, we should go swimming. I would love to go swimming with you, Ditto. And then Ditto, you have to be like, I don't know how to swim. And Piplup's like, damn. I think we can fix that. I think I remember a guy that I used to be friends with, this Lapras, and I think if we bring Lapras here, I think they'll be able to teach you how to swim, and then you and me can go swimming together. And then you do the thing to bring the Lapras there. Lapras is like, absolutely, I'll teach you how to swim. You learn how to turn into Lapras. And then Piplup's like, fucking sick. I'm glad Lapras is back, and you can swim. Let's go swimming. And then you go swimming with the Piplup. And then you finish the task, and then the game's like, awesome. Congrats.
That's great.
You and your friend had a good time. And that's all you did, is you and your friend had a good time.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really, really good. It is bringing, like, life and personality into these characters because I think they are so famously blank slates. It works. Like, Kyogre has, like, a southern Mississippi, Louisiana-esque drawl to it. Makes no sense. From the ocean, from the deep water, that tracks. That part makes sense. Really funny. Just really, really funny stuff. I walked up on a conversation yesterday between a Bulbasaur and an Oddish, and Oddish was like, did I talk about this last week? I have a screenshot of it. I can actually just read it to you so I don't fuck it up, because it made me laugh so hard.
I did see a screenshot of Charmander saying, I threw up. Is that real?
I threw up.
I don't think that's real.
I don't think it's real.
Okay, I didn't think so either.
But here's the thing. It is plausible.
It could be. That's why I had to ask.
And I think that's what is so good about, like, the way that this game has been localized and, like, the way that the game is written is that, like, none of this stuff is confusing or unexpected in... Like, it doesn't feel like it is out of character for Charmander specifically to be like, I threw up. Hold on. I gotta fucking find it. John, you talk about it while I find this JPEG.
I think this game is really neat. I watched a lot of kind of high-level players playing this game this week, and I watched a lot of TikToks of, like, Pokopia esports. There's just really cool stuff about just, like, hey, you get to the point eventually where you're building little towns and you need electricity, and you can, hey, people are like, hey, you can bury the wires like in a real urban planning environment.
Wait, you
right?
can?
And then, yes, Nikki, you can bury the wires. You can dig under and then build all your telephone poles or your electric poles under the structures you need.
Because it comes out.
Because it comes out. Yes. Yes. It's really smart. And this is the thing. I'm not Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't need my advice, okay? And I also understand the value of having two separate franchises pop the fuck off. But if I'm Nintendo, I'm looking at Animal Crossing and I'm like, we should have called Pokopia Animal Crossing Pokemon. And I just want to say, given the Animal Crossing team the avenue to go, we're going to slap our name on this and also kind of be embarrassed about how much this game ate our fucking lunch at about 20 different things. Because I don't really think this hurts Animal Crossing. Like, I don't really think it does. I think in a few years, people will still be excited about it.
For sure.
But I also am kind of like, not if they do the same shit, though. Not if they, you got to do something. I think a little bit different.
They are so different. So what I do think I'm realizing is in between this shift for these two things is that I want a game that is closer to this every single time than whatever path Animal Crossing is on. Which isn't to say that I don't think people love the path that because they do. Like, there are lots of people who do not have the issues that you and I have with Animal Crossing right now.
I think they're playing Pokopia.
But
they're also playing Pokopia,
I also think it's a thing where, like, I am doing some calculus, and, like, if an Animal Crossing game comes out next year, which it won't,
is like,
I don't think
it's like the last one.
Like, yeah. And it's like the last one, I am doing some calculus of, like, actually, when's the next Pokopia coming out?
Sure.
Because, like, I am getting, like, the good stuff I get from Animal Crossing, I am getting from Pokopia, and also, like, a million quality of life benefits. And
there's
just
a
kind of
story that is
kind of
like
like there's a story
actually interesting.
like really interesting, and also it's like there's just this feeling of it being alive in a way that, like, even if it's
hasn't had in 10 years,
even if it's a 24-hour clock and calendar, and it doesn't, like, I understand that feels alive in a way, but, like, it is so glacial in a way that I think felt so novel back when it came out on GameCube, and it worked really well for a handheld on New Leaf. But now I'm playing Pokopia, and I'm like, boy, I'd rather have everything Pokopia is doing,
and I think that's Animal Crossing does. I think that's it's a life sim versus whatever the fuck Pokopia, whatever genre you consider Pokopia conversation, those two things are fundamentally different, because, like, yes, like, I just put a Pokemon Center down, and I'm building a bigger house in the second region that you unlock, and they aren't going to be done until tomorrow. And I did go, well, I think that means that I'm done with the game for the day.
Yep.
But also, I made so much progress outside of hitting that wall, and there is still other stuff for me to do. And I do think that there is stuff in Animal Crossing. You run out of things to do every day.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
And
like, you're just at its point in Animal Crossing, you are going, okay, I guess I'm going to go pick up shells.
Yeah.
Then sell them, and then go back and see if there's shells I missed.
Yeah.
And then go to bed. And there's not.
Yeah. As a lapsed Animal Crossing fan, the issue with that series is actually, for me, that it's not either thing good.
Mm-hmm.
It's less of a life sim than it's ever been, actually.
Yeah.
And it's more like what Pokopia is now, but it's just not very good at it because it's not that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know why you wouldn't play Pokopia, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're really attached to the more humanoid proportions as opposed to Pokemon, which is reasonable, I think. Or like having more of your customized guy, for sure. More emphasis on decoration, sure.
Yes. Yeah.
But Pokopia could just kind of do that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could.
Whereas Animal Crossing would be so different if it tried to do any of the life sim or neighbor stuff more.
Yeah. I'm so curious to see how they do this game. Like, what the support is after, like, what a second one of these looks like.
Do you think this outperformed their expectations? I kind of think it did.
I think it did, but also like, I think so, but it also on paper
makes so much sense.
Like, we made Pokemon, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, so like maybe they didn't.
But like, to me, the hype on this thing was like very much kind of more groundswell instead of like top down.
Yeah.
because they in the same
I
fucking
feel like it came out kind of quickly compared to when they started talking about it.
and this was like the premise of an entire episode of our show. I think before Lotus started was Dinkum. They introduced Dinkum in the same presser as they did
this.
Pokopia, which, like, if you're to me in hindsight, there's a fucking direct around Pokopia. Like,
hey, but you know what's crazy? That is how Nintendo treats the Pokemon IP for when it's not a mainline title. They're like, we made a whole claymation show with Netflix. You can watch it.
Yeah, whatever. You can watch it.
it's maybe the coolest
you can do whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Also, we're opening a new store. Oh, the one in San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's actually already open. You guys can go whenever.
Yeah. But Pokopia is great, and like I have enjoyed watching people who don't like Pokemon, like me, like fall in love with this game. I've enjoyed watching kind of lapsed Pokemon players fall in love with this game. I have enjoyed, and I think maybe most surprising, Pokemon diehards going, oh, actually, this is probably the best Pokemon game that's ever been out. Like, I mean, like, that has been a really fascinating, I don't want to say total validation, because I know the other part of the series is still immensely popular, but it's like there is something really fun about going, like, seeing a bunch of people go like, oh yeah, no, actually this part of Pokemon is just really cool, and it could just be a lot of this instead of this old, tired RPG bullshit that we keep trying to do every single time. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I like this video game a lot. I cannot really find any, not that I think it is perfect, but I think it might be close.
It's like, really good.
I think I don't know what else I want from it. And to me, that is like when I'm playing a video game, I'm kind of always searching for that. I do not know what else I want from it. And I'm sure there will be, once I get to making more complex layers of technology and I'm going to start to want to connect stuff, I'm sure I'm going to be like, God, I wish I could just zoom out and use my mouse to like click and drag stuff, and so I don't have to put each individual block down. Like, I'm sure I'm going to get there. But there is something so calming and like methodical about the ways that this game is asking you to move through it and asking you to consider what the Pokemon that you are building community for are asking for.
I think this does something really clever in the vein of a Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, in the sense that it gives you this kind of like this toolbox, and it does tell you how to use it. But some of the more like out of the way, weird, like things that you go, I wonder if this works, will work. Yep. And the game won't tell you about it, but you can experiment with stuff, and like, and that's really cool. And to Niki's point, like, the other thing I think about is, you know, when I play Animal Crossing, and I do eventually want to play this game enough and like have it breathe enough where I'm not comparing it to that every 5 minutes, but like, it's also like, okay, if you have your island full of villagers, you can go to each of them and they'll be like, hey, I've got a honeycomb. All right, cool. I'm working out on the beach. Okay, cool. There are, you know, hundreds of Pokemon, and they're spread out, and they're like getting into shit, and they're interacting with the place that you made for them.
Yeah.
And like, that is going to not kind of become repetitive in, I think, a meaningful way for a long time, because there's just a lot to do.
It's really good about moving you on.
Yeah.
Too, right? Like, they are like, you wrap up a chapter, right, which is a location, and then they're like, all right, do it again, but it's different this time.
It's different,
but do it again. Like, we're introducing, I just walked into the third zone, which I think this one is about transit. Like, I think this is the rail one.
Yep.
And I'm like, sick, awesome. I'm gonna use I can't wait to carve through these mountains.
Yes.
To build a silly little train.
Yeah.
So
it's sick. It's a great game. I've also soloed about 20 rounds of Marathon this week.
Whoa. Are you playing with Rook?
No, I'm not playing. I'm not rooking. I'm
Okay.
just going through as I should probably. I should, because what's happening is I'm going into these things and getting my brains kicked in. But what's so interesting is that I I've enjoyed every single one.
Great.
Like even though I have successfully exfilled I think once in those 20 solos. I it is scratching a little bit of an itch that FromSoft games apparently scratch for other people, which is kind of like you know why you failed.
Mm-hmm.
You know why, and it's mostly because you weren't careful enough or you weren't aggressive enough.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to basically figure out which one is which. And you start to feel yourself kind of learn those things as you begin to listen to your environment, as you begin to understand what you're seeing in the distance, as to what you're hearing in adjacent rooms. It is a Bungie game that just was like, okay, what if like the most fundamental stealth components of a game that you really like, if you like an M sim, you need to be good at that stuff. The fundamentals of that are in here. You do not want to get into a firefight with a room full of robots, even though if like those robots are designed to be killable and like fairly easy compared to a human opponent. If you get rocked, if you get like surrounded by four of them, you're fucking dead. You are dead. And this game is difficult, and it is training me to be patient in a way that like most games like this don't. I don't play a lot of extraction shooters, so like if you play a lot of extraction shooters, you might be hearing a lot of bullshit right now, but like I just don't play them. So I have just enjoyed I have enjoyed getting to know this game and its mechanics. There are, again, it's a little bit like Pokopia, watching high level people late in the game do wild stuff. I have been watching people play this game a little bit, and boy, the stuff that they're doing with narrative in this, which shouldn't shock anybody because it is Bungie and they did this with Destiny 2 before they had to put like Hasbro products in it or whatever. Is like they're really good at actually making emergent narrative stuff kind of the shared experience. And I think that's really slick. We have said this maybe 8 times on the show, but no game looks or sounds like this.
No, probably never
It
will
is
either.
it is stunning how rare that is.
Also, it's so funny. There was a patch earlier in the week or at
Yeah.
the end of last week that was basically like, we don't think that you can hear stuff from far enough away.
Yes.
So we made everything a little bit louder. And then everyone was like, wait, this fucking sucks.
We didn't like that.
We didn't like it. And then today they were like, yeah, we don't like it either. So
Yeah, we didn't like it either.
We're taking it back. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
But like that is what that is we have designed a sound system
Yes.
too good.
Yeah. Right.
Like the way that the game sounds is actually too good.
Yep.
So it needs to be a little bit worse in order for the video game to play better. We have to make it so that you cannot hear these things, which is a fun little issue, I'm sure, to have to solve. And like, I think that is the beauty. There are like 3 beautiful things about live service, but like that is one of them, right? Which is like, oh, we are playing in a field where you can watch players be like, yo, like it was good, but this is, you turn the dial too far, and then be like, ah, yeah, for sure, we'll fix that right now and keep working on it. So
yeah. I'm very interested to see how reactive Bungie is to a lot of the feedback, and because I'm in a Discord of some like games adjacent people who are playing this game and they're talking about it, and that's cool. But they've all been very frustrated with what they feel like is a spike in difficulty over the past couple days of just like people figuring out ways to sit and snipe and whatever. And like, I think I saw that frustration turn into kind of like a realization that it's just like, well, we got to figure out how to deal with this stuff. It's part of the game, isn't it? Like we just kind of got to figure that out, huh?
Yeah. Grow up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. You know, there's a part of that, right? So, yeah, I think this game is really cool. It is, you know, I don't know. And this fucking 2 weeks like snuck up on me really hard. Where it's like Requiem, Marathon, Pokopia, Slay the Spire 2. These are all like incredibly Lost and Found Co.
Yeah, Halo 2
looks great.
Halo 2.
Like
Knack 3.
These are all really, really good games, and they came out in very, very rapid succession, and it's been a good month so far. So yeah. Folks, at the top of the show, I said you can join the Hive by going to vgbs.com/join. If you join the Hive, you can go to the Discord, and you can ask us questions over in the Hive Questions Discord channel. We have a few to get to this week. My Hero Zero asked last week. We didn't answer this one. If you were a boss, what would your weak point be?
Right, maybe right in the lower back.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah,
it's over. It's over for me.
That's a great shout. Yeah, right.
I'm trying to fight a guy and I get a slip disc. It's over.
Where do you do a spinal tap?
The lumbar.
So yeah, anywhere between the L3 and the L4, or between L4 and L5. So anywhere. I actually have 2. So anywhere in there, you'll get me. You'll get me good. Yeah. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm mostly made out of the blinking red part. So
you could be like one of those worms, like a segment boss. You just turn into little pieces that all attack you.
Pieces. I just know that kind of my midsection is not my weak point. I think kind of like maybe like a dead space. I think I might be a dead space where my limbs.
You think you might be a necromorph?
I think I might be a necromorph where you get me in the head. Look at my head. I'm like the bad trope in professional wrestling where Samoans have heads that are too hard to hurt. Like that's a real thing that they do, which is so crazy. And they still kind of do it, which is fucking nuts to me. I'm like that, but for this noggin and my midsection is like really stout. I'm basically a necromorph, so that's kind of my thing, I think.
It's a really good question.
That's a great question. Haneker asks, what's the jazziest instrument?
Saxophone.
I accidentally answered this because I thought it was from last week in the Discord, but I did say
it is from last week, but
no, but it was after the show.
Oh, got it. I got you.
That's what I mean.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I thought that I missed it during the previous show, so I already answered it. But my answer was the trombone because you do have to dance to play the trombone.
That is true.
That's true.
Because I was thinking, because like saxophone is what immediately comes to mind, but I feel like you can use the saxophone and other stuff. And when the trombone's and other stuff, it's like, okay, settle down.
Yeah.
Don't play that trombone too much.
Yeah. The jazziest, the correct answer is actually the brush for drums.
Oh yeah, terrible. That's a good answer.
No, I think it's bad.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a bad answer.
Okay.
That's a really good answer, John.
Harcavian has
that. Wait, hold on. Is that an instrument? Like, are drumsticks instruments?
Is your voice an instrument?
His mayonnaise an instrument?
That's different. Okay.
Although they do, because technically the instrument is not like the drums, it's percussion. And so the striking part is part of it. You know?
So
yes.
I don't really know if that answered my question. Okay, thank you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
A cymbal with a brush, I think, is an instrument. I think so. I think that is
okay.
Harcavian has asked this a couple times, and we're going to finally ask it because I think we've got a second. What's a detail or feature that can pop up in a game announcement or trailer that makes you go, well, now I've got to play this game? I've got a really specific answer.
Oh, do you? The thing is, mostly, this is where my hateration comes in. I mostly have the opposite. Where I see something and I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
Well, then, like, tell us what that is. Like, what's
being a roguelike?
Okay, sure.
I'll be kind of interested, and then I see the like 5 of the most stereotypical roguelike things, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For me, like if you've watched me do a talk over of any press, you've seen me do this, but this second there is like an unbelievably highly produced 3D video game trailer where it looks like there's a video game you can play, and then they zoom out and it's a fucking click 'em.
Right.
That does it for me. Like I fucking refuse. Like I will not think about your studio anymore. I will not think about your video game anymore. Like if you show me one thing and then it turns out that you just click and drag units across the screen, I think you should go to jail. I think they should take your card away.
A real-time clock in a game. Like or not real time necessarily, but like a day-night cycle, like a 24-hour
like a full-on
cycle.
Sure.
For like where people like their behaviors change or like whatever. Like I
John
usually
hates
am like
Breath of the Wild.
I love Breath of the Wild. What do you mean? That's got a cycle.
Wait, was the question?
The question was things that you like, and then I said I was a hater.
And then y'all turned it into a hater question, which is like, I can't believe y'all. Like we just talked about this. Y'all had an opportunity to say something nice. Instead, you were like, oh, "I'll tell you what I fucking hate. I'll tell you what I fucking hate."
Many showcases are bad.
That's true.
And so it's like, I think there probably is a pattern, but I can't figure out what it is because I just think, God, I hate watching showcases so much.
I like when a game is trying to do, like, is music focused. So like I do not mean like an unbeatable kind of a situation, but I mean like if the game looks and feels like you're supposed to be high when you play it, I like those. Like, do you know what I mean?
I do. Like a Tetris Effect?
Yeah, like a Tetris Effect or a Sound Grass, which is coming out later this year. Yeah, like a Luminous. Like that'll get me every time,
Yeah. No, totally.
Like I don't even fuck with Luminous, but because I like Tetris Effect so much.
Yeah, you give it a shot. Absolutely. We have another question. Do you keep the starter pocket monster in your party throughout the whole game, or do you throw them in the garbage when a better thing comes along? Asks Jason.
I keep them the whole time, and I also nickname all my guys.
Yeah, I name them because they're people, and I keep them the whole time. I'm trying to think if there's, I literally do not. That's your partner. That's the first one they give you. You gotta keep them.
Yeah, you gotta keep them,
even if you don't use them. That's different.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does end up in a situation where you only have 5 guys because you don't like the other one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I think I keep them most of the time.
Okay, when I'm playing some HMs.
Huh? Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. My Hero Zero asks, how can I trick someone into taking me to Japan?
Well, and as soon as you find out, let me know.
I mean, trick someone. It's like, have you thought about just getting a sugar daddy or mama?
Again, as soon as you figure that out, let me
Oh,
know.
come on. They're everywhere. What are you talking
They're everywhere.
about? They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Go to a Goldman Sachs and bat your eyebrow and bat your eyelashes.
Bat your eyebrows.
Bat your eyebrows.
I show up and I go, which I suppose is in a cartoonish way a flirtatious maneuver.
Yeah, that's a bat for sure. Okay, that's fine.
It's funny you say this. I did get, because Instagram unfortunately does know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Some local, there's no lesbian bars in the United States anymore. There's just women's sports bars. So a women's sports bar advertising a dating event that had different categories, and one of them was sugar baby, sugar mom, and then I had an age range.
Oh my god!
So I guess they are everywhere.
I mean, listen, I'm telling you,
we have so many women's sports bars in Los Angeles, and by so many I mean 2.
Yeah,
there is women's sports on the TV. The schedule is about sports. So
I'm going to one tomorrow because they're doing F1.
Oh, that's fun.
Ask them if they have a sugar baby, sugar mom.
Ask
I will.
Just Nikki, just start asking. I don't know why. Like you're like I have no idea. I have no idea where they are. You need to start asking. Hi.
Do you have any money?
Hey, what's the local sugar mama / daddy situation?
Yeah, no, like Skyrim. You just go and you talk to the bartender and like, have you heard any rumors about sugar parents in this area?
Yeah. Well met. I've heard you're looking to become a sugar baby. Can I help you?
I love, what's the name? Ooh, I forget his name. The guy in the first city in Skyrim who's like a shopkeeper. His name starts with a B. Whenever you hear his voice actor in something else, you'll know.
Boromir.
Because he's Troy Baker. He's just talking.
Yeah, he's just Troy Baker.
And he has such a distinct voice that you're like, yep.
Yeah. Fonk asks, when putting headphones on, do you actively wear left on left? You've got to be talking about not earbuds, because those are fitted. But yes, I peek at the like for if I'm plugged in my AirPods Max, the thing is always on the right, and I always put it on the right. These have a little letter, and I always look at it before I put them on. So yes.
My left side has the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, people don't do this?
I don't know. That's why I was asked.
It's
don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The next question is very important. It's just Nick saying, "I'll Venmo Nikki $5 if John untwists his headphone cable." And guess what? I just spent the
money
last.
Out of my fucking.
Guess what? I just. No.
That's money into your pocket.
Nick will Venmo Nikki $5 if I untwist my headphones.
Yeah, but
and I did.
Thought I had to ask.
No.
You did. Oh, great.
All it says is I'll Venmo Nikki $5 if John untwists his headphone cable.
That's
which
huge, Lotus.
Which I've done.
$2.50, and I think we can go get fries.
We could probably get fries. Not at the fucking GDC festival, Gaby. I'll tell you what. I've never been more angry in my life. Perhaps when I was going home from GDC really late, and I said, "I am so hungry, and I need salt electrolytes. Let me go get some French fries. There's only McDonald's is open. God, fine. Go into the McDonald's. There's 0 employees. I have to go to the kiosk.
Yeah.
I have to log in to a McDonald's account on the kiosk. I can't just order the food.
No.
Because otherwise a homeless person might be able to order food. Dear God.
Right.
What will happen then?
What'll happen?
I say I'd like a medium fry. $6. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
I walked out. I just said I'll just be hungry.
There's I don't know if they have these around y'all. They've turned the keypads to get into an apartment building to buzz a person in. Those are iPads now, right?
Yeah.
I walked by 4 buildings in San Francisco that had these iPads, but the iPads were in jail.
Oh my
so
God.
there was latticed metal cage around the iPad, which obviously if you've used
renders it
a touch screen, you can't. That's not how.
It's
not how it works.
Dumb.
It's a beautiful
really
city,
dumb.
and the worst people in the world live in it.
Worst people in the world.
It's so frustrating.
My Year Zero asking, what is your current I had a bad day and I need cheering up show or movie?
I know I'm sad because I'm watching television. So,
yeah. I was gonna say if I turn on the television to watch television, something's gone wrong. Or a film. If I'm watching YouTube and making fun of it, all is well.
Yeah, no, for sure. Robert's Hamburgers is a classic for me. I'm kind of shocked how consistent how long that show has been consistently good for. And I'm sure there are people who have Simpsons-esque takes about it, but I don't.
Who cares?
Fraternize with those people. I think the show's still good. So I think it is Robert's Hamburgers for me.
British Bake Off, that's a That's like a classic for me. Uh,
TOC just started up. Terminated Champions.
Oh, yep.
And they made the because the same 3 people kept winning, they made them not be on the show this season.
That's kind of great.
Which fucking rocks. They were like, they aren't here, so they can't win anymore. So someone new has to win.
Someone new has to win.
We've talked about this, but I love the All-Stars episodes of Guy's Grocery Games. And Nikki told me to watch a particular episode, and I forgot to do it.
That's okay.
And I'd like
it's
to admit that here today. It's still there. There's still time to watch Pizza?
Pizza. Yeah.
Pizza.
God, there's a thing happens in that episode that is the most... I've never seen
I have
Guy
to write a
Fieri
note.
get mad. And he gets mad. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny. It's a good episode of TV.
That's really funny.
Lotus is writing it down.
I wrote GGG Pizza on my to-do list.
Perfect.
That's really good. It's similar to Nikki. I will watch Home Movies, which is another Lauren Bouchard show. And if you've never watched Home Movies, you should. It's really, really funny. Yeah, there are a few. Sometimes I'll pop on Clueless. It's one of my favorite movies. It's solid. It usually cheers me up. So yeah, those are good. Vash asking, not sure if this has ever been asked before, but where did the idea behind the bees in VGBs come from? Well, I'll give you an answer. I envisioned this originally as being a site where I would collaborate with people, and we would have a more active freelance base that was buzzing around, but this turned into more of a podcasting outfit with periodic contributions from freelancers. But I always envisioned it to be more than me, and I didn't want to do it unless it was more than me. And I like bees because bees work together, and that's where that came from. That's it.
Gay.
Bees have at least 3 genders. Are you trying to push an agenda?
I think what's so beautiful about my relationship with Nikki is that no straight person has ever bullied me like Nikki does. but Nikki does like straight bullying to me, which is great. Just in case I didn't get enough of it growing up, you know. It's just really solid. It's really good. Jason asked, "Do you meditate or have you meditated?" Did we?
When will you wear wigs? Hey, all-time great clip. If you don't know what we're talking about, go to youtube.gov and type in. I think if you just type in Elijah Wood, it will immediately come up. But Elijah Wood wig interview, you'll find it.
Yes, it's really good. I have meditated. I'm not very good at it. I think when I have actually tried to work on it and do it consistently, that very, very short gap, and I do mean short, like maybe a few days in a row, I've enjoyed it, but it's just like anything else that's good for me. Once it involves enough effort that I notice, I usually stop doing it. So yeah.
At least you're aware, I guess.
Yeah.
It used to make me too anxious. Like the act of meditating made me so anxious because it was like calming down the ADHD such that I had the rest of my thoughts going, and I didn't like those very much for a while. I kind of got back into it literally like a month and a half ago when I got the bike, because there's stuff in the app. There's like guided stuff in the app, and those guided sessions are really nice. And I haven't really done any of them that often, mostly because it's like now I kind of can do it myself, and I will tap back in. But I'm meditating like once or twice a week, and it's never for very long because again, I just will get bored. Like I will sit there and like I will hit minute. Like I can never get to 10 minutes. Like I literally can't, because by minute 7, I'm like, okay, I got it. Like I'm good. I'm ready to do something else now. But minute 7 is much better from where I was, which was like 30 seconds before. So I think as I will keep doing it, I'll start to get better and better at it.
Yeah. Lotus, what about you? Big meditator?
No, I do like a breathing thing before bed because chronic insomnia and anxiety. But it's not really meditating. It's on the way though.
It's
Perhaps
adjacent. I do
it's
the
as
same
close
thing.
as something that counts.
I do breathing exercises. I recommend breathing exercises. If you're someone that like, I don't know, like just has any sort of anxiety, like at any point, like breathing
Just
exercises.
breathe through it.
Yeah,
just breathe.
Kinda.
Just
breathe through it.
square breathe through it.
A few more questions. Sawyer asking, what game would you most enjoy getting quantum leaped into, and how would you like to help in order to leap again?
What does that mean?
Quantum Leap was a show. Okay.
Is it like an isekai for white people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Actually,
that's just context.
You got
that
it.
Is ding,
I,
ding, ding, ding.
I did get it through the context clues, but I was hoping for a real answer, perhaps. It's a film. It's a TV show.
It's a TV show where Scott Bakula is a time
the
traveler.
son of Dracula.
And when he time travels, he basically wargs into a person that was back in time and inhabits that person's physical form. So like there are parts of the show where like, and that's the whole point is that, you know, like Scott Bakula will step in front of a mirror and suddenly he's like a huge titted
a bodacious babe.
You know, like, yeah, exactly. And it's
whoa.
like, whoa. And then he's got to like, you know, basically do his own, you know, Ebenezer Scrooge, fix something to make yourself, you know, make the whole thing better. You know, in 41 minutes and then it's over. So that's what that is.
Pokopia.
And then you just play Pokopia.
I'm just gonna be
just straight up.
Pokopia.
Yeah, like and here's the thing: I'm not trying to get leaped. I'm not trying to leap. I'm trying to stay.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I'm trying to leap in general. That sounds scary.
Yeah,
I forgot they made Quantum Leap again.
They
but
did.
With Raymond Lee as Scott Bakula.
I could probably do a leap into like Mario Galaxy. That seems fun to like, you know, woohoo all around all those things.
But like there is an existential horror, I think, to
there
Galaxy specifically.
The black
Odyssey
holes, you mean?
Yeah, it's exactly what
the
I'm
black holes
about.
when you careen
when you
off
get
into
stretched
a thing,
all
and
long.
it sucks you in. It goes. It makes this like noise. That's really scary. It's really scary.
So like, why are you picking that one and not Galaxy?
Because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to lose because I'm great.
Or sorry, Odyssey. You're not going to lose. You're not going to die.
I don't feel like being possessed by a hat.
How about Sunshine and not have fun? Just keep ramming your head into a wall.
but
it won't be a black hole, and it'll be sunny and beautiful.
No, I want to go. I want to quantum leap into Sunshine, and I want to get off that plane and just kill myself on the pier. And that's how I leave.
Sometimes the ground isn't real, you know, and that's cool too. You just fall into the ether.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. You know, the real answer is I don't think I really want to quantum leap into a game for the most part.
I don't think I want to quantum leap nowhere.
Yeah.
Pokopia is a good answer.
Pokopia is probably a good answer.
Nothing bad happens there.
Nothing
like all
bad
the problems
happens.
are so fixable, and they're fixable via love and community building.
You could say Pokemon Mystery Dungeon again because that's also the plot of those games.
Yeah,
for sure. I think Mystery Dungeon could get scary though. Because we have the benefit of the fog of war not being a consequence, but in my brain, those fuckers are all pitch black. And the idea of like turning a corner and an Ariados is around the corner, I'm shitting and pissing myself to death.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, to death. Yeah.
Lotus loves big spiders.
Loves big spiders.
If spiders looked like Spinarak and Ariados, I'd be in. But they don't.
They don't look like that. That's true. Grace asking maybe my favorite question of the week. Who's the white boy of the week?
White boy of the week.
I was thinking about this.
Yeah,
Okay, so first we have to bring back race science so we can kind of
correct, yeah.
make sure who we can say is a white boy. Austin Wells for the Dominican Republic?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe.
Not white, but as far as DR standards go, that's the white boy of the week.
That's the white boy of the week. Is the Italian men's baseball team the white boys of the week?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying stuff.
I just don't like their rules.
I mean,
that's fine.
You know what's crazy is I almost started going, I'm too close to this, I can't answer it.
That's not true.
Like, with no bias reporting on VGBs.com.
No bias
integrity.
Reporting. I don't know. I feel like the heated rivalry guys was like 2 weeks ago.
That was that was 2 weeks ago.
Also, isn't the plot that one of them's not white? One of them's not white, right? He just has the whitest name on the planet?
I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I haven't seen that show.
Well, the Asian one's not white. Yeah.
His name is like Harrison Baumgartner, and he is Asian.
Oh, okay. All right.
And to be so clear, the other one also has the whitest name in the world, but he is white.
He is white.
Connor Story.
That's right.
I think we gotta give it
Harry
to the
Styles.
Dominican dude. Oh, it is Harry Styles.
I think it's Harry Styles.
But it was bad.
It was bad.
You can't be the white boy of the week if you put out a bad disco album that's not even a disco album.
I like it.
Oh,
I think it's
good.
I don't think it's disco even a little bit.
It's
I
not
think it's
disco.
Just another Harry Styles album.
I think it's a mediocre dance album that he doesn't even sing on, which is a shame because he's one of the best at singing from that.
He's a great singer.
He's really good at it. I like the beat boops personally. So
there's some good beat boops.
There's not a single track on there that I'm grinding to, and I think he thinks that there are.
Yeah,
and that's embarrassing.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
But I like to listen to it in the shower.
Where you can't hear it great.
The sound of the shower filters out
the bad beat
parts of the bad beat boop. The bad beat boop. Chihuahua Pug's asking, are there any spinoffs you like more than main series? This question brought to you by me. Yeah, I mean that's the easy kind of immediate answer. Is Monster Hunter brought to you by playing the first Monster Hunter game this week, Monster Hunter Stories 3.
That's the anime one, right?
I'm going to give you a little bit of a
it's
cheating.
The Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a cheating answer, and it's going to be NBA Street. That's not a spinoff. And you don't think it counts as a spinoff of Live?
Counts. It has the name NBA on it, the brand name.
I will accept that it doesn't count. I accept that it doesn't count. It's okay. I will accept
that.
But
it makes sense to me as someone who doesn't play.
No, I think maybe it does count because it is not. They did not. Here's why. If they were annualized releases, I would not count them. But because
I agree.
Because
there were only
they
three of
came
them.
out, there are only 3 of them, and they came out like biannually. Mm-hmm. I think maybe they are.
Yeah, and I also think like you could probably name FIFA Street and NFL Street to that as well.
Yeah, it's just kind of the big oeuvre.
The big oeuvre. I'm trying to think of something else. I mean, Pokopia is like the obvious.
I'm opening Steam. My obvious one is Mystery Dungeon, just because we were just talking about it. But it's hard to think of spin-offs.
Hey, what about Super Mario RPG? I don't like that game. But like for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is maybe my I actually think that I had a better
you're saying
time...
Paper Mario is a spinoff of Super Mario RPG?
No, is just a spinoff.
No, Niki's saying that both of those are spinoffs of Mario.
Of Mario. Got it. Okay.
But I think I had more fun playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door than I think I have had playing any other Mario game.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Which isn't to say that I don't love other Mario games.
Yeah.
But I definitely like Mario Kart DS more than I like I like Mario Kart DS more than I like Galaxy. Easy.
Yeah. Okay. I like. This is kind of a weird one. I like fighters mega mix more than fighting vipers, but less than Virtua Fighter, and both Virtua Fighter and fighting vipers spun off into fighters mega mix. So,
Yay!
Barley's made an appearance on the YouTube version of the podcast. If you want to see one of the cutest dogs who's ever existed, go to youtube.com/@VGBs. You can watch every episode of our show in video form.
We took a nap earlier.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
She smells weird.
Yeah, dogs sometimes do
smell
that.
Like that.
Dogs sometimes do that, which is wild because you could bathe them. And MC Benji is asking, how often do you bathe those dogs?
Every week. But I didn't this week, so maybe that's why she smells weird. We solved it, everybody.
It's not. Yeah, we did. We figured it out. It's not every week. I think for ours, it's like maybe every like 2 weeks. Actually, I would say it's like kind of naturally every 2 weeks, but then depending on how many times they run out and just roll around in dead shit in our backyard,
Sure.
which is, folks, like so much more often than you would want.
Yeah.
Like they'll just come inside and you're like, what do you even smell like? And it is, it's not shit. It's totally different. It's like a weird, dead, horrible smell, and you got to bathe them. So I would say naturally every 2 weeks, and then like sometimes we get more frequent with it because they're stinky, terrible, boo boo babies. Couple more. Soundshift asks, what do you think about adults who regularly watch South Park in the year of our Lord 2026?
I don't fucking like.
I try not to.
I do not.
I don't think about them much, but it does inform me about their taste.
It does.
So
really informative. Important to know.
It's information. It's information, and I'll leave it at that. Adam Juice asking, what move would you teach the child Ditto?
That's a great question. So the child Ditto can watch and learn how to surf or do rock smash.
Or like spray water or whatever. Right. Conjure grass.
I'm probably teaching it car.
Okay.
But maybe you learn car. I think there's like 4 slots left that I haven't unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what I'm going to get. But I think car or bicycle.
Okay. I would teach them. I would teach them humor as defense mechanism. That's what I would teach them. That's what I would teach. Yeah, I would say, hey, are you in trouble at work? Diffuse that shit by saying something a little off kilter. Mm-hmm. You can get out of it. Hey,
works every time.
Hey, did you make an actual big mistake somewhere in life, and you're just gonna say, I'm a big dumb fucking idiot, and it's like, and then that's it. You know, it goes away. It fixes it. I love the idea of teaching Ditto stuff that like is not good for it at all.
Yeah,
just
Ditto just giving it adjective.
Yeah. I'm gonna teach Ditto smoking cigarettes.
Ditto would look
Baby
so
needs
cool.
smoko.
With a long arm with a cigarette.
Yes.
Oh my god. Smoking Ditto.
Ditto could light the cigarette themselves.
Yeah.
And smoke the cigarette themselves.
Yeah.
Like that's
Don't
so
teach
sick.
Ditto to smoke cigarettes. They turn gray.
Charmander's like, I threw up. You just grab its tail. You're like, shut the fuck up. Oh, that's some good shit. What about you, Lotus? What would you teach the child Ditto?
I mean, similar to humor cope, bad joke Just tell a bad joke whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, bad joke.
Yeah.
0. Well, I guess it wouldn't be 0 pp. It'd be the obvious. It has like 50 pp.
Yeah.
You can use it whenever you want.
Use it whenever you want. And one final question I hate you asking. Hey, gang, ever been in a car accident?
No, I sure haven't. Nikki, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, great story. Hey, John.
Have you ever been in a car accident?
I think Jesse did this because I didn't bring it up. We didn't talk about it last week.
Oh, is that?
We missed it. We fucking missed it.
The street.
And afterwards, I was like, oh, thank God, it's over. It's over. I realized I created the problem, but I'm like, I was happy it's over. Oh, and now Jesse's brought it up. Yes, I have. It's almost been a year.
Congrats.
Year coming up in May.
Are you gonna celebrate? Are you gonna go back to the ditch?
I might go back to the ditch and see what's going on.
I might go back in there.
Instead of what white crosses, you just put up like a teeny tiny Toyota Sienna matchbox.
Yeah. Just put that there. Gone but not forgotten. My Toyota Sienna. Folks, we have 2 brand new VGB's podcast reviews. 5-star reviews that I'm going to read to you right now. Posted March 6th. The future is ours. Hours. Clever. 5 stars. Good show. VGB's is like if the... Sorry. VGB's is like if the music of health was distilled into a podcast about video games. Positive. I look forward to hearing the engaging and insightful discussions every week. The show sobers me up for the coming week. Keep buzzing, comrades. We are a sobering force for
Is everyone on the program familiar with health?
Not intimately, no.
Okay, so let's go ahead and read some song titles. This is from their 2024 album, Rat Wars Ultra Edition.
Okay.
We got Demigods, Future of Hell, Hateful, Of All Else, Crack Metal, Unloved, Children of Sorrow, Sicko, Ashamed, and the follow-up track, parentheses, Of Being Born, DSMV, Don't Try, Free to Die, Be Quiet and Drive, in parentheses, Far Away.
That's a cover of a Deftones song, by the way.
Oh, okay. And then another Ashamed featuring Lauren Mayberry. And then last song, The Drain.
Cool.
Okay.
Love to circle her.
Love to do that. So thank you. The future is ours. And also 3 days ago, Freegerator, 5 stars, buzz. That's all it says. For haters, by haters. Thank you so much.
It's true.
We really appreciate it. If you leave us a 5-star review, we will read it on the air. And you know what? Even if it's not a 5-star, we'll probably read it, unless it's like just way too mean. And then we won't.
Then John will just read it.
And you know what, folks? I did read one of those to myself this week. Yeah, it's crazy. Some people just be saying mean shit on the internet, and that's totally okay. But
what?
It's totally okay. You can just do it whenever you want and do it as much as you want.
Oh my God.
Don't do that. Be nice to people online. Unless you're one of us. We're trained professionals. Okay? We know how to do it safely. We should do a
don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home, but for hating. Like we really thread the needle. Hey folks, do y'all have anything else to plug? Lotus, dialedindie.net.
Happy Friday the 13th too.
It is the second one. It is this week when we're recording this. Nikki, do you have anything to plug?
No.
Well, I know I don't. So let's get out of here. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll be back next week. And until next time.
La criatura.
La criatura. Keep on buzzing, everybody. Bye.
Bye.